just I'm saying many of us, many people have seen it already. That then Donald Trump, I was saying it yesterday, that he's gonna attack Iran, just like he's saying, and I even see one that he's trying to take over Cuba, just like Greenland. Yes, so he's doing this, I think, allegedly to. Oh yeah, this is one of the things I was saying to this Tariq Nasheed guys. You see here? It's already in doubt. You see here? It's just black. This is the guy I was saying. I was gonna show you. He was gonna tell you that your jazz is the scale of Mozart and all these things, man. And I'm from the music academy, so I could, whatever, man. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was checking for the Donald Trump stuff here, man. Let's see if I'll find it. I have this one, but it's not this one I'm talking about. Let's see this one you see here. Donald Trump announces major combat operation in Iran. So yeah, it's just like Iraq. They went there and all these things. So it's I was saying it in all many videos, and even many people. Oh yeah, they are together with India. So the bloc right now, cause Putin has already given Iran some weapons. They said, and China has announced that they are giving Iran some weapons also. So what you got now? India, Israel, and United States are together because I think Afghanistan or Pakistan attacked the Taliban, or the Taliban attacked Pakistan also simultaneously. You see that? It's a coordinated attack, man. Yeah, many people didn't see it because the first part I saw yesterday was that then the Taliban was attacking Pakistan or whatever, or Pakistan was attacking Taliban, one of those two. And short after that, they said Iran was attacked by Israel. I told you, yeah, I live in this country because of this same Israel stuff, man. Many people didn't want to hear it. That's why here in the in Europe, especially the Netherlands, they will tell you that when you see someone is being oppressed, it's best to help them right then, because the oppressor will get everybody rounded up, and once he comes for you, you will have nobody left to help you fight the oppressor. Yeah. And these things, that's why I use the part of Elon Musk even to show you that the things I was saying, and many of those so-called conscious community figures who was saying, no, the Turkish people, they used to enslave the Yugoslavia people here. It's real. Before this transatlantic slavery stuff, these Turkish people used to come to, they was invading everybody, man. Just like Genghis Khan, even Genghis Khan was doing the same thing. And in Africa, it was the Ashanti, and no, the Adentra was doing it, because the Adentra had an Ashanti in slavery. You see? In the days of Tatao Convo Anoche, and we say Tatakwami, where we come from, because we know and Tatao Convo Anoche is in our, to my people, is like the, if you would call it's not comparison, we all don't understand things of my culture, so, but it's like the Jesus figure of Ghana, not even Ghana, of the constellation, I would say, with what I know personally. It's not then locally bound or whatever. But anyways, man, yeah, maybe one of these days I will do a Tatao Confanoche video review again, man. Every time I do Tatao Confanoche, many people will get mad. Even in Suriname, because Tatao Confanoche is a Rastaman, a Rasta Ghanaian from ancient, who was doing many wonders. But anyways, man. So when he's doing this allegedly to cover up with the Epstein files, because Bill Clinton was interviewed, also audited by the Senate or whatever, to speak on what, because I have parts of Bill Clinton also, where he was in a tub and they was asking him what he was doing, many things about the Epstein files. I will show parts of that also. And Epstein was trying to buy a mosque, or no, a palace. He was trying to buy a palace in Morocco before they caught him. So when yeah, man, and this is their life, man. They've never been any different. That's why I knew it and told you, man. This Israeli will go and attack you once they are in a neighborhood, just like they were in Suriname. Man, they will stay away maybe for 10 years, and all of a sudden they will gather weapon and attack you to steal your territory. When I used to say these things, making videos like 3 years ago, even Surinamese people was attacking. No, man, it's not true. Now you're seeing it. They just even Dutch people is Dutch Israeli are there over in Gaza stealing property. Oh yeah, I have a part about Gaza about this guy and Asiel Moore. He lives in Israel over there. And you see this I was saying that Canaan is Egypt is Africa. So if this and so-called Israeli who are from Poland and German Caucasian, they're really from the Caucasus, from Russia. So they are not even from this part and where you call it Southern Europe. All this Southern Europe stuff is North Africa. Alright, that's why you have movie like The More of France. Look it up. You will see an African living in not it's about that Africans people were already in France like thousand long time ago. It's not new. That's why you have Zwarte Piet here still. But anyways, man, I will show you those part also, so we can check up a small part of what happened today. And what is just a scam like all other news? I think allegedly. He's supposed to say that these days. These days, anything you say, you have to say allegedly. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's been alleged that Trump is doing this to cover up for the Epstein files. Nigga, real talk. So let's hear it. Oh yeah, and I got a part about how the people in Mali became a Muslim in 1862 after slavery. I told you, and you will see those guy in Mali will tell you that the people who brought an Islam to them are black Arabs. Yes, Africans from Arabia, because Arabia is East Africa. All those territory used to be normal African. These Turkish people came there because these Gaza people, they are Turkish people mixed with African, just like Brasilia and these Moroccan people. Yeah, and these Caucasian people, they are Turkish. Maybe you don't understand what I'm saying. That's why you have Turkey is part of Europe in the United Nations or NATO. Yeah, because they are like ancestors of this Caucasian. They are like Greece. Greece and Turkish people are the same, and those are European exactly. What happened is many of them are mixed with Africans also. That's why you got so like dark Italians in Sicily, all those places, because they have African ancestors. The real let's say the real Moor, because Moor is just like Negro. How they used to say Negro, how they say Negro today. Back then they used to say Moor. Yeah, that's why you have more OKANO, like Moroccan. You see that? Black because they are colored. Colored black simply means colored. In its most simple sense. Let me check these videos, man. Yeah, and I even got one where this guy was in a tub. Let's check it if it's this one. Oh no, it's this. Okay, let's check it, man. Oh yeah, and now the part I will show about Mali is from this guy and in search of Uhuru of yeah, Davo is his name or whatever his name is. You know, search of Uhuru of so is his name. He's been going to He's been organizing trips to Africa for a long time now, maybe 15 years or 10 years, I don't know, whatever, man. Uh, oh yeah, I even showed part of him yesterday. I showed part of his video yesterday speaking to having a live stream with some other guys. But anyways, man, let's check this video quick. Oh, this is the attack on these guys on Iran. That's what you're seeing there. Let's get what do I have the volume? Do I have to on hide all here? Let's see here. Oh, this one has no sound. What the? I hear this. Oh
We join you right
yes.
now with breaking
I
news
don't
from the
hear the
Middle
sound
East.
of
Israel
this
has
video
launched
here, man.
preemptive
Let's check it
airstrikes
quick. Oh, I
against
have it
the
turned
Islamic
off.
Republic of Iran, going
Yeah.
after a variety of positions inside the country. Israel's defense minister, Israel Katz, declaring a special state of emergency across the country.
Wait, I'm gonna skip it one back. So this is an Watagwan now in Iran, man. And Iran attacked Bahrain and they attack I think Bahrain and Saudi Arabia. And man, Iran is busting many many alliances of these Americans, and that is the thing I was telling you about. The same thing was happening in slavery. What is happening? You have Arabs working together with an United States and Israel to attack Iran, but they are all Muslims. You see that? So other Muslims are working together with Israel and United States to attack other Muslims, Iran. You see that? Just like I was telling you, City Negro, Bush Negro, the Caucasian would go to other tribes and give them money and tell them fight against those guys. That's why all these things, they are fighting against their own people. It's not real. You are not fighting against your own people. Those are devils. Yeah, if you have greed for money, you're not my family, nigga. If you sold your own people, you're not my family. That's how, where I come from, that's how we work. We condemn all that. If your brother commits a crime, you will condemn them for such a deed. That's the difference between me and many of y'all out there. Because this Trump is saying he's going to help Iran, but he's stealing oil from Venezuela in the open. Who believes that? The biggest thief, killing people on small boats in the Caribbean, bombing them. He even said, just like I just said, he's going to take over Cuba. Yes, Trump says he's gonna take Cuba, just like he wanted to take Greenland. This guy, yeah, whatever. But it's all. I'm just showing you what I want. It's y'all world. Y'all liked it. Y'all chose Trump. Even many black Americans voted for Trump. So, and he's taking down all their memorials of so-called slavery. Because Trump said slavery wasn't that bad in America. These Negroes, black Americans are lying, man. Oh yeah, that's one of the things what I was saying also. This guy was saying that he's black. Let me show you what I want. Yeah, Tariq Nasheed, you think you're smart? The name black is already been taken over. Let me show you here. I told you. Now they say that East Indians and Australian are really black. You are not black, boy. I told you. You think you know history, you know Caucasian? That's why they say you don't know a people until you fight them. My people, this Caucasian has been attacking my people for 400 years in the jungle. Now that they left, they went to Gaza. You see here? Black Indian, black Caucasian, black Australian. Finito. Didn't I tell you that they're gonna take your, that you think is your, before 400 years ago, they used to call my people black. Then they took the name and write books, and they wrote new books, and they said the city Negroes were the black one. And then this Afro and United States American became black or whatever when they were black. I don't know. I'm OKANO. You see how simple it is? This is what I was saying they gonna do. Who built the pyramids? Black people. Is it this black Indian, this black Caucasian, and you see the black Caucasian with curly hair. That's why it's called coolie. This curly hair, we say coolie hair is like Jalil, like Jarer. That's why they were, this and Somali was telling this Ghanaian guy, you are Jarer, your nose is big and you have this curly hair. Yes, that's the bad hair when Latinos was saying in pelo malo. On Curacao even, they will call you, my hair type, they would call it an cabeza malo. Yes, even Curacao people have the same thing. They will call my type of hair cabeza malo. You see, like the Mulian from Italy, Mulian, and that's why you don't. Oh, let me not explain that. It's too far for y'all niggas. Anyways, your FBA is done. See that? This is your lineage now. I told you. I am OKANO. You are now family with this black Indian, this black Caucasian, and this black Australian. Are you more dark than these people? Only the Sudanese can match these people with the black skin. You stupid one. They got you right there, just like I told you. Yeah, you did not build America. Black people built America. These black Indians here, this Dravidian and this Australian, they built America. That's what they gonna tell you in 50 years, maybe 10 years. Stupid one. Yeah, I am OKANO. This this coolie can never become OKANO. You understand that? Yeah, that's the difference what I was telling you they gonna do to you. If you was African from America, they would expect you to look like the West African, Sub-Saharan African, Congolese, or whatever. But now when you say you are black, they say, oh, black. Well, the Australian Aboriginal is black. Maybe they built all this stuff. The Dravidian of India is black. Maybe they built it. The Papua, let me show you the Papua. The Papua is now saying they are not black. Yeah, I told you. The Papua is now, it's not the Papua saying it, it's the Caucasian saying it on behalf of the Papua. Let's say it. Because the Caucasian went there, they made a video about then Papua are not Africans. They are because the Papua used to be the Asiatic African. That's how they used to call it sometimes. Even these Black Americans, Asiatic Africans, they look like the Papua, like they have the Native American, Black Native American phenotype. You see, and now they have reclassified them to their original so-called name that the Caucasian has given them already. Where do I have it now? Let's see if I can find it here, man. The Papua is no longer Asiatic African. They are just Papua. I told you. Look, even this one. You see here? We are not indigenous, not indigenous. Don't lose your cultural identity. Navajo teaching. You see this? This is just like the Somali saying they are not black. Because the black construction was set up by the Caucasian. I even told these people, these Native Americans in Suriname, no, do not take the name Native American, you are stupid. Because Native American can be anybody. Because in the law of America, it's written that if you are born on the soil of United States, you are a Native American. So all these people in America are really Native Americans. Only these so-called Native Americans and black Negroes don't know that. The Caucasian in America is the real Native American, just like the Afrikaner is saying they are the real Africans. These people are stupid. They are just continuing with the land grabbing and stealing. Stupid, that's why these so-called straight-hair Native Americans start saying, yo, listen, I'm not indigenous. I am Navajo. Because if you say you are Navajo, you have to exhibit the Navajo culture. You see that? But if you are just indigenous, anything you can claim indigeneity on anything. Yeah, check the way I light my things here, the way I make this fire. This is ingenuity. No, doesn't work like that. When you have your original name, I'm OKANO, that's it, man. Understood? You cannot be me. That's the real talk. We are not the same people. That's why many times I tell these people, man, speak about your own race of people. Because they think because you have black skin, like these other guys, we are the same race. We are not. Otherwise, Hutus and Tutsis would not be fighting. The South African and Zulu African there would not be telling the Nigerian to go back to their country. See that? These black Americans would not be saying that Caribbean and Jamaican should go back to their country. You see that? It's best you are separate from each other. That's what I'm saying. Stay in your own home. Stay in your own country, nigga. Everybody back to their own continent. Why do we have to be together forcefully? By force. We have to come together. No, nigga. Oh yeah, here is it. Papua. You see? I'm not African, I'm Papuan. Didn't I tell you all these things, nigga? All these things I told you, you see that? And you can see that the African looks just like the Papua. But the Caucasian is saying, no, 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 no. The Papua is more like a Chinese, not even Chinese, it's more like a Indonesian. Because the ancestors of the Indonesian is this Papua. Yeah, the Indonesian people of Indonesia come from this Papua. That's the real talk. That's why these people, nobody is allowed to know that this Papua exists. Anytime people like me make videos like this speaking on Africans who are in Asia, people will say, no, 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 no. They are Papua, they are not African. But they look exactly like African. Just like I'm saying, Africans who are in America, they will tell you, no, they are not Africans. You see that? They are Indians. But these Indians, that's why I'm saying they need to do DNA tests so we can see the Indian DNA they are talking about. Yeah, just like this Israeli need to do the DNA test so we can see if they are really the Israelites of the Bible. Yeah, because we work with science this day, right? You have developed science, so use the science to make it clear to the world. Do DNA test of the indigenous people of America over there, of South America. You see that? Do the DNA test, because everybody out here, when anybody like me come out and say, man, there were black people in America. No, the Asiatic American from a Native American was there already 10,000 years ago, and Africans cannot make both. And are you African? No. You come from a cave from Russia, speaking on African history. The enemy of my ancestors is speaking on my behalf. Maybe or you can speak on the behalf of the colonized minds and those. That's why I'm saying a Chinese cannot come and represent me. You don't know my culture. Even people from the continent cannot come out and represent me. Because I'm OKANO from South America. I know my history. You don't. What you read about my people, but Maroon history is just Caucasian telling a story. If you wanna believe it, my people didn't care. We don't care because we don't value anything outside of our bloodline. Your God does not interest me in any kind of way. Whatever you're doing does not interest me in any kind of way. We don't care about other things but our God. That's what I know. Yeah, what other people wanna do, let they do it over there. That's why I was saying, to me, a Caucasian is just another tribe. Just like the Wolof of or Kikuyu of the Asante. That's how I view the Caucasian. They don't mean anything to me. That's the real talk. You was enslaved. That's why they trying to make it that Maroon was on plantation, but we don't speak the same language. We don't eat the same food. You have different habits. You are like the Caucasian. You wanna come and talk to me, and they will say it even in Suriname. When it was convenient, they will tell you, go back to the bush. You are the bushman. You are African. And when they don't have culture, they will claim, yeah, but the Africans ran away from the planet. No, no, no. Your ancestors were in the army of the Caucasian fighting against my ancestors. That's why they called you freedman with a D at the end, just like Umar Johnson is trying to claim the name now. It's better that way. You can never come and represent me. Your ancestors are enemy nemesis of my ancestors. I live freely and still live in the jungle of South America till today. Right now, if you go in South America in the jungle, you will see villages, many villages. There are maybe 50 to 60 villages of my people there in the jungle. Real jungle, Amazon. Stupid one. That's why all these things, we need to go to continent to feel like Africa. I don't have that. I'm African everywhere. If I'm in Europe, I'm African. If I'm in America, I'm African. Because it's my culture, it's my being. Nobody can come and validate my being. Yeah, there is Congo African, there is Nigerian African, there is Zulu African. You see that? And I'm Ohkano, South American African. That's the real talk, nigga. Let's hear it, man. I'm gonna skip to something else. Cause you see it now, Tariq Nasheed? Exactly. These people are telling you already what I was saying to you. They gonna take. Oh yeah, let's leave it. Cause you don't have the brain to to understand. Oh yeah, Asar told you this thing also. That they would take the black. Black is easier taken over, boy. You have no brain. Now let's return back to this Iran
We
attack.
join you right now with breaking news from the Middle East. Israel has launched preemptive airstrikes against the Islamic Republic of Iran, going after a variety of positions inside the country. Israel's Defense Minister Israel Katz declaring a special state of emergency across the country. Just moments ago, air raid sirens were sounding here in Israel's second largest city.
You see the crazy thing, Watagwan? They said Israel has a state of emergency, but they are attacking an preventive strike. Because a preventive strike is when somebody did not do anything, you think they're gonna do something and then attack them. Just imagine you walking on the street and other people walking on the street and you think a guy is gonna hit you and you start stabbing him and attacking him. That's what Israel is doing. I think Iran is gonna attack us. How do you know? I don't know. I'm attacking. Haha. So that's why I told you these people can wake up any day and decide we are attacking the North Pole. It's stupid. That's why they will tell all these North Korean other people don't have weapon. You must not have weapons. They are cowards. Yeah, they have cowardice behavior. What they do is taking candy from small children. That's why you don't you see how their church is made up? Exactly. Nigga, just check the Epstein files, and that's yeah. Ironically, is the Epstein files is the reason, probably allegedly, why they doing this, nigga. Because this Netanyahu, he's being, they have a indictment against him in this court here in Europe, and yeah. For the people, for the deeds you have committed in Gaza, nigga. They are looking for you, Netanyahu. That's why he's going there, attack the same thing like I was saying about this FBA bug broken crew. Yeah, the KKK is oppressing these black Americans, and what do? They attack Caribbeans and Jamaicans and continental Africans. But the KKK is the Caucasian over there next to you is oppressing you, but you don't dare to attack them because they will put you in your grave immediately. Real talk. Yeah, let's hear it, man.
Tel Aviv and across major population centers here in the Middle East, warning civilians. We join you right now with breaking news from the Middle East. Israel has launched preemptive airstrikes against the Islamic Republic of Iran, going after a variety of positions inside the country. Israel's Defense Minister Israel Katz declaring a special state of emergency across the country. Just moments ago, air raid sirens were sounding here in Israel's second largest city of Tel Aviv and across major population centers here in the Middle East, warning civilians to stay close to protected areas, to bomb shelters, understanding that in the minutes and hours ahead, Israel may come under direct Iranian attack. We are getting a new statement from Israel's Defense Minister Israel Katz. He says, in part, the state of Israel has launched a preemptive strike against Iran.
You see that? Preemptive strike. So it's not because Iran did anything or Iran attacked anyone. No, preemptive. We think they're gonna do something, attack them. That's psychopath. If you did that outside here, you went outside and attacked someone because you think they're gonna attack you, they would bring you to the to the psychology or in psychiatry because you're sick. I think that guy is gonna attack me, man. How do you know I'm attacking? Huh? Nah, man, who is believing that fool? These people are so stupid, they think everybody is as stupid as their race is. I dare to say that here. That's why I was telling you, these people are stupid. That's why they walk around with all these weapons. They are smart, but they have to go and tell North Korea, you must not have weapons. That's the only way we can win from you. You must not win from us. Haiti defeated them. What did they do against Haiti? You see that? They are cowards, man. They are cowards. I don't understand why these people think this Caucasian mean anything on this. They are fucking cowards. Iran is not allowed to have weapons. So Donald Trump can attack him. What kind of man is that? That's what I mean. Where I come from, you're not a man if you're attacking someone that has no weapon. This guy has no weapon and you're gonna attack him. Then you are a coward, nigga. You're stupid. That's why I'm saying your society and your God and mine is completely opposite. And when I say that, I speak about personally my house. I don't speak on behalf of Maroon people or whatever, Saramacano or OKANO or Surinamese or American. I don't speak on their behalf. I speak about my house, nigga. They must speak on themselves, represent themselves out there. That's why I'm saying, Omar Johnson, you will represent maybe this and American Africans of the United States. That's your business. But this thing, I'm globally panana, nigga. Not over here, you're not. Otherwise, you must understand that I'm not part of your race. Because you're not gonna speak on my behalf. Never not. Never, never, never not. Stupid. Yeah, man, let's hear it and then skip to the next, man.
Minister Israel Katz declares a special and immediate state of emergency across the entire country. The state of Israel has launched a preemptive strike against Iran to remove threats to the state of Israel. As a result,
preemptive strike against threat to the state of Israel. Yeah, they are making a nuclear weapon, but you have nuclear weapon. Who are you to tell anyone anything what they supposed to have or not have? This is a sickness. Those sick people told themselves that they mean anything and they attack anyone who challenge that. Just understand what is going on. A sick people who refuses to do DNA test for everybody to know that they are what they are claiming, that they are the children of God from the Bible, and that's why they are allowed to attack everyone. Everybody is beneath them. If it's real that is you, show us the proof and do the DNA test so that we can see that you are the children of God. Because what we see is the devil in operation for 1,000 years now. That's what I see. That's why I defeated this bug-broken Israeli. They left Suriname quickly. Go to Suriname if you will see Caucasian people over there. To me, this Israeli is a Caucasian. They are from the Caucasus Mountain. They are just plain Caucasian going around like, I'm the Afrikaner, man. But the Africans are black. I'm the American. But the American is the Native American from Asia, you said? What the fuck about these people is real? Just go over there, Dutch people going to Israel. I'm taking this house, man. But you are fighting against immigrants in Europe, that immigrants are coming to Europe. That you must understand the sickness and incompetency of these people, man. They are incompetent, these people. That's why they doing this, going out, killing babies in Gaza, and then saying, it's not true, it's because of 7 October. They are stupid. Now you can see their real stupidity. They thought that don't you see that they have to go and buy on TikTok and all these news stations for the truth not to come out? Because they are the devil. Yeah, because the devil is a liar and a liar is the devil. That's my culture. If you have killed innocent people, you are cursed forever, all your children till end of time. You stupid. Isn't it written in your Bible? Go look it up. Real for real. In the Torah is even more. Eye for an eye, man. In the Torah is even eye for an eye. And in this case, we see Iran did not do anything. Israel just, I told you this is how they wrote. They have written books about my people in South America. This Israeli came there to Yoda Savannah attacking my race for 400 years and then writing book to the Netherlands and Dutch books that my people are wild people in the jungle attacking their plantation. Well, they are from Europe, but they will tell you that they are in their land. That's how sick they are. But they are fighting against immigrants, that immigrants must go. Where must people then live? Because this Caucasian is in your country killing your people. When you go to Europe, they will tell you go away, otherwise they will kill you. Who is the devil of the planet? Exactly. Don't look far, nigga. That's the real talk.
We'll just show you the live shot of Jerusalem, because in the last few moments, Israel's defense minister has said that his country has attacked Iran and has declared a state of emergency. That's according to the Associated Press news agency. We are getting a few other wires in, a few other bits of news coming in via the Reuters news agency suggesting that the sound of explosions have been heard in central Tehran. That's the state media reporting that. But we're keeping a close eye on any information that comes into us, and we'll bring you up to date with the very latest as soon as we get it. But just to say that in the last few minutes, we have heard from Israel that they say that they have attacked Iran. So when we get more details, we will bring them to you.
We just got confirmation that the U.S. is participating in these attacks. The first word that came across the wire services was that these were Israeli-only attacks, Israeli preemptive attacks against the Iranians. But the U.S., Lucas, we are told, is participating, and that's no great surprise.
Exactly. And what is Donald Trump doing? He's saying, and he's making a new law that is called anti-American. Yes, just like you have this anti-Semitism fakeness because it's a religion. Anybody can become a Jew and call themselves Semite. Anybody can go to Africa, get a nationality, even if they are European, they are now African. I thought Africans were black people. So black people cannot become Caucasian, but Caucasian can become Africans. That's your world you live in the sick world. And I see that y'all accept it. So when I'm OKANO, that's the real talk. Nobody can become my race. That's the real talk, yeah? The devil seed will not mingle themselves with my people, man. These people working along with this. That's why I know they were enslaved or they were colonized. Real talk.
No, and officials told me the same thing, John, at the start of this broadcast, that this was a combined U.S. and Israeli strike against Iran.
Israel has just carried out preemptive strikes on the capital of Iran, and now we have planes, like these two Wizz Air A321s, being turned away from their flight to Tel Aviv. Now, this just happened, so we don't know tons of details when or if the U.S. has gotten involved yet. But we'll be tracking flights all night on stream, so come hang out with us.
Anti-regime in Georgia.
You see? In your Bible, they called Iran Persia. Think how long ago Persia used to have power. Plus, these Persia are new people, just like you see in Morocco. These new Persia are really they are the same race of people. That's why I don't mingle in whatever. If they wanna kill each other, I don't care. That's why I'm saying these Israeli and these Gaza people. These Gaza people are mixed with the Israeli. They are Turkish people, man. Caucasian are Turkish people. Yeah, if you didn't know, they are Kuli from North India. This other one is from the Caucasus Mountain. They are all Indo. That's why you have Indo-European. India, and you have Indo-European. Yeah, Native Amerindian. Because of their, you don't see they have the same hair type. If you go to Indonesia, you see here the name Indonesia. Indo-European. India. Indo-Amerindian. You see that? They are all the same people going around and conning people. And who are the one they conning? They will go to these so-called Africans and yeah. That's why all these people, maybe I have a part where you can see that Chinese were slaves in the 17th century or whatever, even in Mexico. Many of these people, so-called Native Americans that are with the straight hair, this Native American I know are mixed. Yeah, their father is African. That's the Native American I know where I live in Amazon. This other one was brought by the Caucasian from the north, from Canada. These straight-haired Native American, the Caucasian brought them even to Suriname. That's what I mean. Whether they brought them to the United States, that's their business. But many of these straight-haired Native American was brought to Suriname by the Caucasian, just like they brought Chinese and Indians over there. The Native Americans, or the indigenous people of South America that I know of, Amazon where I live, are mixed. They are Dogla, black Indian. When I say, yeah, just like the black Indian, but different type. That's why I keep saying their father is African, to let you know that they have curly hair. That's why these people are called Kuli. Yeah, even this dark Dravidian, we called Ajaniba Kuli. We have even name for those people, man. For this Indian, this dark one from Bangladesh, we call them Ajaniba, Ajanibala. When my people say, oh, now Ajaniba Kuli, you know, is a black one, a really dark one. You see that? That's the real talk. Many of y'all don't know these things and you wanna come out here and speak on Maroon history. Like, you don't have history, you don't know who or what your father is. The Caucasian don't know who or what their father is. They have no religion. Caucasian have no fucking culture. The stupid one. Only to you people they have culture maybe. Yeah, so let's leave it at that, because y'all consider culture where I come from is something that was given to you from your ancestors from beginning of time to today. Passed down from child to child to child. Is your culture so-called passed down to you by your ancestors from beginning of time? No, so it's not your culture. If you are Islam because enslavement, or you Christian because you was enslaved, is that your culture? No, because what they do is they steal your stuff and they change it. Just like they stole America, saying they are the American. They went there, they stole the Ankh and the cross, the Ankele, and created their Christianity out of it. The word Christian used to mean stupid, just like moron. Yeah, moron, the word moron, that's the same word as Christian. Go ask your forefather Caucasian here. Christian used to mean stupid one, because you believing in a God that the other one cannot see. Yes, the God of the Christian. Can you see it with the naked eyes? Some might be able to, but most of them will tell you, no, it's just a superstition. That's why they used to say, you act like a Christian, you are stupid, and like they say, moron, because my people, like Maroon, they used to run away or come to the plantation and burn it down. That's why they used to say, those people, they are stupid, man. They will come down and destroy your plantation. To them, you are stupid. Just like I'm saying Israel is stupid to me. Just like they think they looking down on my people, I look more down upon them. You stupid. So no fucking Kaukaka is gonna come. We defeated them. Nigga, why do you think all Caucasians have to hide my people? Like, no, let those people. Yeah. We defeated your colonizer in America, yeah? And I don't mean United States. Where I live is not even it's not called America, it's called Guyana. Wild Coast is not part of Caribbean where I live, in the Caribbean in South America. But it's not part of South America. Yes. Go and look it up. They will tell you, nigga. You stupid. Willie Lynch comes from where I come from. That's why Willie Lynch moved away to the United States, to the mainland. Didn't you hear the song about Buffalo Soldiers? Eh? Straight from, and Do It Like Rasta, taken from Africa, the song of Bob Marley. Yeah, these people were Negroes in the United States Army fighting against my race on behalf of Caucasian. It's true, and all the stories they wanna comment, yeah, to me you like Hitler. That's why these city Negroes don't understand, those don't know their history. Their ancestors know. If you got one of these city Negroes, even from Paramaribo, starting 40 years, they will tell you, oh yeah, the people in the jungle, they are the enemy of their ancestors. Yeah, they used to work for the Caucasian coming to the jungle to capture people, like they saying continental Africans were selling them into slavery. In America, the city Negroes was doing that to get their freedom. That's why they were called freedmen with a D at the end. You could buy your freedom from the Caucasian by eliminating Africans and Native Americans in America. Yes, that's why it's called Freemangrong there, even in the Netherlands, in Rotterdam, and in Suriname it's called Freemangrong. They even have benefits from the Caucasian until today for killing so-called Africans and Native Americans fighting against my race in America. And these people think they're gonna come out and represent me. You must be more stupid than this Caucasian you're of whom you have blood of. You stupid. Think the enemy of my ancestors is gonna come and represent me? You must be beyond stupid. A Caucasian that was killing my people in the jungle of America, South America, and their children, city Negroes from plantation, is gonna speak on my behalf. The fuck on, man! You must be, you will be, must be more than backwards. Alright, let's hear it, man.
Iran is under fire. There are reports that the U.S. and Israel conducted a joint preemptive strike. Defense Minister has said that Israel conducted a preemptive attack against Iran. And you can see explosions throughout the city, all over the place, including here. Again, this is claimed by the Defense Minister, Israel Katz, who has confirmed that Israel has launched a preemptive attack. This follows a mass exodus of U.S. troops from the Middle East. You can see the column right here of all the transport airplanes fully loaded, heading towards Ramstein and other bases. And the IDF Home Front Command has imposed restrictions nationwide in Israel as they launch strikes.
This is for when they say that they were attacked first. Think about the history. Why they have to make law for people not to speak on even these people, this Israeli told me here in the Netherlands, you're not supposed to blame us for the history of my ancestors. You stole everything your ancestors got right. You are cursed, you stupid. These people are beyond stupid. You are cursed forever. Even your children till the end of time are cursed. Stupid. Yeah, I want forgiveness from who? Do you think the devil cannot be forgiven? Stupid one. You have killed innocent people. Your children till end of time are cursed. Why do you think? Not even that. Ask the Caucasian about the Black Death when they came to Suriname. Ask them. When they came to the Wild Coast. Ask the Caucasian colonizer, Israeli, all these people. What happened during the Black Death when you went to Suriname to attack those Africans in the jungle? What happened? Ask them. Why they left. You stupid one. Till today, Caucasian don't even go where my people live. Where they will go is close to Paramaribo, where plantations are with city Negroes, because they and the city Negroes, many of the city Negroes have Caucasian blood. They are mixed with them. Nigga, that's their children. That's why I'm saying, how can a city Negro come and represent me when you are the enemy of my ancestors, living with the Caucasian over there? You stupid. What the fuck on, man?
And Iranian state media sites do.
I am Tariq Nasheed and we foundation so it has go up Mafia. It's him hate black baby happy hats and got to that skin. At least we and Dobbies who I grew Trump.
Yeah, here we can see that, and this is the when Tariq Nasheed is saying that's the babble and all these things. Let's hear how his babble sound. Like fuckery.
I am Tariq Nasheed and we foundation so it has go up Mafia. It's him hate black baby happy hats and got. I am Tariq Nasheed and we foundation so it has go up Mafia. It's him hate black baby happy hats and got to that skin.
I created this with AI. This piece. Got it from the internet. Yeah, it's an AI video, just like the one I was showing about this African. He created AI videos about Tariq about Tariq Nasheed being ridiculous, cause he is ridiculous. He is Limp Bizkit, a hurt, cross guy with knee and with failure and all these things, limping through life with pain. Oh yeah, you have kidney stones. Yeah. It must weigh heavy on your stomach, man, Tariq. Nah, shit.
I grew Trump. And we seduce nobody in KP black rap. I am Tariq Nasheed and we foundation so it has go up Mafia. It's him hate black baby happy hats and got to that skin. At least we and Dobbies who I grew Trump. And we seduce nobody in KP black rap for outbreaks from opposite us.
On this Black History Month, we're highlighting foundational black Americans whose ingenuity...
Oh yeah, that's why I almost forgot about this video. In this video, they said a woman created this FBA thing, not Tariq Nasheed. That's why I'm saying these people are beyond, man. They are beyond sick, man. These niggas are Afro today. They are African American tomorrow. They are FBA today. They are ADOS tomorrow. They are DAFA. They are Bloods. They are the Crips. They are the GD. They are the BD. Yeah. And they think anybody is taking them serious. Maybe the Caucasian is taking them serious because they have the same bloodline. So maybe that's why they understand each other, man. Let's hear in this. They will say a woman. They will show you a woman. Let's hear it, man.
Innovations and labor play a critical role. In this Black History Month, we're highlighting foundational black Americans whose ingenuity, innovations, and labor play a critical role in American culture and...
Yeah, and the thing, I was checking this, and you know what I saw in the video, one of these parts? They are mulatto. These Negroes are taking mulatto inventions saying, and it's black. If it's black, if these inventions are black, then Obama is black. So I don't see why you said Obama is not black. He cannot become president for black people because he's not black. Because to me, that is a mulatto I was seeing there who created these inventions. Let's check it and see it quickly, man.
Infrastructure, including Alexander Miles, who invented automatic elevator doors in 1887, and Garrett Morgan.
Does this guy look black to you? Or is this a Caucasian with one drop of black blood? Is this a black guy, nigga? These people are stupid. This guy look like a Caucasian who not even a quattrone, maybe a octrone. It looks like he got one drop of so-called black blood. He looks like a Caucasian automatic elevator door. These people have to lie about it. They have no soul, man. That's why my people always say these people, they have no soul. They don't even understand why that's being said. That's how stupid the stupidity level of these colonized niggas there in Americas are, man. And they are all slaves. Even the Caucasian in America is a slave of Europe here. They are peasants, slaves, white trash. It's stupid. Those are the people who were sent to Brazil and America to be slaves. Even the Caucasian. Nigga. It's all fantasy. Even the Chinese in America is a slave. Go ask them. Maybe I have a video here. Part of a video. Even this Indian is called Dalit Coolie. The lowest caste of India. That's the coolie that you see here in America. They are the lowest of the lowest according to their own race. And they wanna come and tell Africans and so-called black people anything. Yeah. Can understand that they are beyond stupid, otherwise they would not have been colonized for 100 years by this Dumbo Caucasian over here, man. Let's hear it.
Invented the 3-light traffic signal in 1923. And our next guest is working to ensure that foundational black Americans' contributions are known.
Before the modern day toilet, the can, the pot, the throne, the john, whatever you call it, going to the bathroom used to be messy, uncomfortable, it smelled bad, and it could also spread disease. All that.
Thank goodness for Thomas Elkin. And that is just one of many videos made by author and creator of foundational.
Oh, maybe I have that part. Yeah, I have a part of it still. I'm showing it. Yeah, this is just this guy, and he created this this fake Native American and FBA delusionals. These people, they say they are original Aboriginal, but you don't have our own culture. You have to steal the culture of the Asiatic Native American. No, that's not what they mean. When you say you are Aboriginal, bring your own culture, the culture of this Native American so-called. Even if they would not be the original indigenous Native American, it's their culture. I know it because they live where I live in the jungle. This attire you just stolen, because this is AI, but this is how these black Americans will go out there and steal Native American, Asiatic Native American clothing, walking around like it's theirs. Just like they were wearing dashiki, like they were Africans. To come out as, I'm not African, man, but you're wearing dashiki. Yeah, we need to get money for what happened to Africans, but you're not African. Maybe you should try to get money for what happened to Americans. Yeah, they are a different species than my species. Clearly. Let's hear it, man.
Yeah, we move with the sun.
You see these people? That's why I was saying, man, if it's your land, go and tell Donald Trump. You already seen what he's doing to Iran over there. Yeah, go and tell Donald Trump, listen, man, this Asiatic Native American and you and your people cannot be Native American. You are European, and this Native American, they are Siberian Native American, man, Mongoloid people, man. This is my land. And let's see what's gonna happen. Go ask the South African if they can get the fake Afrikaner out of there. These people, this colonizer, Caucasian is there saying they are the Afrikaner. What do you need to see any longer what they are all about, man? How fake can you be if the Africans are black and this Caucasian is saying they are the Afrikaner? Do you believe that these people are the people of the Bible? Then you must be, beyond stupid. They're just going around stealing people's identity, lying like the devil they are, man. with their children, many of these bug-broken Americans. Real talk. Let's hear it, man.
Like the now flow, ancestors in the rhythm, let the whole block know. Hands up, shaped like pyramid, shine so. Bounce, 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 yeah. Rope on me, I'ma sling it. Feet don't stick, they sprinting. Slide, slide, pull, break free. Hands up high, let them see. Hop, hop, turn, we gone. Shake that weight, move on. Whole block loud when we ride this beat, we cut that line, can't tie no feet.
Bro, them Caribbeans and Africans stay having FBAs on their minds. It's crazy, man. Like, they breathe thinking about us.
$27 for this little handful. All this I go fit in the budget now. Hear me cry, oh Lord, me can't even buy rice and peas.
Once the next administration takes charge and stops them tethers, we'll finally get them reparations for our people, just like Mr. Nasheed promised.
Reparations? Reparations is them being allowed to live here.
History could have gone a lot differently.
Exactly.
Exactly. They stupid one. This is exactly what they gonna tell you, nigga. Go there, they will tell you your reparation is you being alive and breathing. These people are there in South Africa telling the Africans over there that they are not allowed to kick them out when they are murderers. These people are murderers of the South Africans over there, and they saying South Africa is their land. What kind of devil do you wanna see before you will know that these are devils doing all this fuckery?
Yeah, man. They not like us, you know what I mean?
Yeah. In order to be like us, you would have needed to establish the first free black
On this Black History Month, we're
It's crazy, man. Like, they breathe thinking about us.
$27 for this little handful. All this I go fit in the budget now. Hear me cry, oh Lord, me can't even buy rice and peas.
Once the next administration takes charge and stops them tethers, we'll finally get them reparations for our people, just like Mr. Nasheed promised.
Reparations? Reparations is them being allowed to live here.
History could have gone a lot differently.
Exactly.
Exactly. Just imagine slaves are on a plantation, in this case called United States, and they are fighting against so-called Caribbean Africans and continental Africans that they are not allowed to come on their plantation where they are being broken, they said, and they are being hanged, they said, and they are being redlined, they said, they had Jim Crow, they said, they are being oppressed, they said, but they are fighting against Caribbean Africans and continental Africans not to come over there. So you liked it. Kanye West was right. It was a choice. Because my people live in the Amazon jungle for 400, 500 years now. While you are on a plantation with your ancestor, the colonizer, think you're gonna steal my identity. Like you ever had history. Nigga, slave history begins with the Caucasian on the plantation. That's your history. More than that history you will never have. Nigga? Real talk.
These other people, man. They not like us, you know what I mean?
Yeah? In order to be like us, you would have needed to establish the first free black republic in the Americas. We're actually FBA.
Nah, that's great.
Go back to where you came from. Fix your homeland instead of fleeing.
Pendejo, the border crossed us, not the other way around. Pick up a history book.
Yeah?
My grandmother always said we're cop.
Yeah, man. That's what I was saying. They said the land is of the Native American, but they will tell the Native American, you are illegal here. How can you be illegal on your own ground? Oh yeah, it's just like the Israeli over there telling everybody, like the Afrikaners, telling these black Africans in... Just think about it. This Caucasian is telling Africans in South Africa that South Africa is not their land. We are Africans also. To whom? Can I become a European? Oh no, nobody here in Europe can become a European if you have curly hair. Correct? If you don't have blue eyes, Caucasian style like these people, blonde hair, you're not allowed to say you are Caucasian. Obama is not allowed to say he's Caucasian, but his mama is Caucasian, right? But he is allowed to say he's black, and he is allowed to say he's African. In what world do you live in? Because where I come from, we don't respect that. Obama is a mulatto. Yara Moksimang Bamborita. That's how we know them. In Suriname, we call them Dogala. We don't... Yeah, whatever. You one drop rule, one drop African blood makes you black. Is it for the United States? Yeah, we don't acknowledge your law. You are a slave colony for me at least. Maybe to those other races around the world, Americans mean anything. To me, they are buck-broken, racist, bitch-ass niggas from the plantation. The Caucasian and their buck-broken, bitch-ass, foundationally buck-broken Negroes over there. The fuck out, man. I defeated you and your ancestor, the Caucasian. Go ask them. OKANO Ken, nigga. You are freed, man. They let you out of a cage. That's why they called you freed, man. with the D at the end. They let you out of the cage in 1873. Yeah? And in that year, they brought in East Indians, Chinese, and these people there in Suriname and America. I don't know them. That's why I don't know them. That's why I can clearly say to Wakuli, I don't know your people, man. All I see you doing is coming here and building all these big statues, and there's the devil doing that. So, and accordingly, you will pay accordingly for building all those statues over there. Yes, you stupid. Being with your bakru or everywhere, and you're not even from that land. Nobody is allowed to come and be free. And East Indians have slaves. Maybe y'all don't know. Just like in Gaza, yes. These East Indians, they had the Kenyan people there in slavery. Go ask them. The fuck out, man. All these races had so-called black people in slavery. Even the Indonesian people have this Papua in slavery. Their own ancestors. What did what was the Somali doing with the Somali Bantu? Enslaving them, selling them to the Turkish people. It's global, nigga. All these things, we need to come together, man. But all these people are super, super strong, superior, achieve so much in your history, but you need to come together with people. It means you're not strong enough, nigga. You're weak. Yeah, that's the real talk.
You have to let me in.
You don't claim a people with your mouth, you prove it with your life. Go on.
Hi, Mr. Nasheed. How can we come together?
Oh, no. Ain't no coming together. Y'all come over here to undermine us. One time an African man didn't pick me up in his yellow cab. I have not been the same since then. Beloved, we just...
Yeah, man, I even have a video, I think, in this lineup where Tariq Nasheed was trying to fix a togetherness working with so-called Mexicans or whatever. But he will attack Caribbeans and Jamaicans that they are taking all the women. He is a fucking hater, man. All this, they are faggot niggas, man. That's the real talk, man. These niggas can't compete. Jamaicans are taking my women, man. Huh? These niggas, they have no shame. You should be ashamed that Jamaicans are coming to North America from the Caribbean and taking your women. Because you're not a real man. Your women can see that the Caribbean man is more manly than you are. They can see that the continental African man is more manly than your buck broken self. The only thing these niggas will do is go stand on a corner and try to sell drugs. Before the morning, they are in jail. They come out, they have to start from zero again. That's the black American life. Go to jail, come home, and start all over again. 50 times and then die. That's the black American life, nigga. Be born and go to jail. Be born and be in slavery. Because your jail is just a modern type of slavery. Get it? It's in your law. Slavery is abolished unless you commit a crime. It's in the American law. If you commit a crime in America, they are allowed to place you back into slavery. I told you that. Once Donald Trump hear all these parts I'm saying here and go look it up, you will see how fast you will be back into chains, Tariq Nasheed, you and your bunch. Nigga, you stupid. Don't know you are a property of the Caucasian. And this Caucasian from America is a property of the Caucasian of England, the crown, and the property of the Dutch king. Yes, your America, if it's not of the so-called Native American, it's of the Dutch king. This Dutch king and this king of England can decide right now to wage war against American United States. So say we want our land back. But it's not their land, it's of the Native American they saying. Who is the devil on this planet? Yeah, nigga, you don't have to search for them. They are in the open not even these days. Always been. Real talk.
The United States military began major combat operations in Iran. We have targeted the office of Iran's supreme leader and military site.
Oh yeah, this part is I created this one of just to break it down a bit. Otherwise, I would have to speak on it. I just created this text and a small 10 seconds or 5 seconds AI of Trump, man, where he's saying this thing. Let's hear it, man.
Iran has launched retaliatory. The United States military began major combat operations in Iran. We have targeted the office of Iran's supreme leader and military sites. Iran has launched retaliatory strikes on Israel. We call for regime change. Partisan divisions and Olympic gold medalists among key moments in Trump address. Watch Iran, Olympics, and partisan divisions among takeaways from Trump's speech. U.S. President Donald Trump delivered his State of the Union address.
In Tehran, after strikes, panic and relief mix on the streets.
We must get to safety now!
I created this one with so-called AI, man. 10 seconds. It's just pictures, and I had it and animated to make it a bit more clear. I have to report these things because on YouTube, if like I have 3D, if I have 3D background, sometimes I will report like this video is 3D so that they know. Because the computer can check it and say, oh, this one looks like AI or whatever. YouTube wants you to use their AI. I don't know what they want, man. Because they used to promote AI, but they want you to use, because they have their own AI now in the YouTube studio. You can use that one also. But whatever, man. Let's see it and then move on.
The US and Israel confirm major operation urging regime change. Iran retaliates. The aftermath of strikes in Iran. These images, sourced from social media and verified by Reuters, show the scene in Tehran as pan-Israeli strikes, but also a sense of relief for some. The aftermath of in Tehran after strike.
Partisan divisions and Olympic gold medalists among the United States military began major combat operations in Iran. We have targeted the office of Iran's supreme leader and military sites. Iran has launched retaliatory strikes on Israel. We call for regime change. Partisan divisions and Olympic gold medalists among key moments in Trump address. Watch Iran, Olympics, and partisan divisions among takeaways from Trump's speech. U.S. President Donald Trump delivered his State of the Union address.
In Tehran after strikes, panic and relief mix on the streets.
We must get to safety now!
The US and Israel confirm major operation urging regime change. Iran retaliates. The aftermath of strikes in Iran. These images, sourced from social media and verified by Reuters, show the scene in Tehran as pan-Israeli strikes, but also a sense of relief for some. The aftermath of strikes in Iran, published at 1322. These images, from social media and verified by Reuters, show Tehran after US and Israeli strikes. Trump confirms major combat operations and calls for regime change. Days before his 2019 arrest, Jeffrey Epstein Trump tried to buy a palace in Morocco.
So this is what I said about Jeffrey Epstein trying to buy a palace in Morocco, man. Alright, this is also a AI and image that I created with one of those online programs, man, to check it out. It's more, I could place the picture like this, but yeah, it's better that it's a bit animated, man. So yeah, let's hear it.
He pursued the deal for years, but disputes over days before his 2019 arrest, Jeffrey Epstein Trump tried to buy a palace in Morocco. He pursued the deal for years, but disputes over price $1 million wire transfer the day before his arrest. Epstein tried to buy this palace in Morocco days before his 2019 arrest. He pursued the deal since 2011, but price disputes dragged on for years. The day before his arrest, Epstein signed a $14.95 million wire transfer.
It's important that we cooperate with congressional oversight. This is a historic moment, and we must get to the truth. The American...
So this is what I was saying in the beginning also. This is also an AI images of Bill Clinton, but the story is real. That he was interrogated by the Senate or whatever, man. Let's see a bit of it.
People deserve transparency and accountability. I am committed to that. It's important that we cooperate with congressional oversight.
Because that's why I said Donald Trump and Israel is doing all this because of the Epstein files, man. Real talk. Allegedly. Yeah, you have to say allegedly, because I know they are cowards, man. Donald Trump and his bunch are fucking cowards. You're not allowed to have weapons. And they will group and attack one man. They are cowards, man. All of them, they will come together to attack Iran. So you must think that the UAE and Qatar, Bahrain, and Israel, United States, they all attacking Iran right now. And that's an powerful people and great people. Get the fuck out, you are cowardice, man. Only bitch ass niggas will make sure that somebody has no weapon and then attack them with the biggest weapon they got. You have no God, nigga. Your God is called the devil the Bible speaks of. That's the real talk, Trump. You and the foundational bug-broken American Kakabakru Tariq Nasheed, you are the same bug-broken
It's important that we cooperate with congressional oversight. This is a historic moment, and we must get to the truth. The American people deserve transparency and accountability. I am committed to that.
In his opening statement, Bill Clinton said he would have cut ties to Epstein.
Yeah, man, this is Bill Clinton in the top. I have animated it. Let's see it, man.
If I had any inkling, I would have turned him in myself.
He urged the release of all files.
I hope the Justice Department releases all the files. It's important that we cooperate with congressional oversight. This is a historic moment, and we must get to the truth. The American people deserve transparency and accountability. I am committed to that.
In his opening statement, Bill Clinton said he would have cut ties to Epstein.
If I had any inkling, I would have turned him in myself.
He urged the release of all files.
I hope the Justice Department releases all the files. I saw nothing, and I did nothing wrong. Mr. President, the hot tub photo?
I knew nothing of any crimes.
And they called you a racist for that? They did. Which is actually quite interesting because I got a call from the Foundational Black American Society here in Florida who reminded me that Byron's...
Oh yeah, this is the endorsement from Tucker Carlson. Well, let's check it and then skip to the next, man. Alright. And the thing is, these people think red, white, and blue things is of Caucasian. No, they are stupid. Maybe America is also of the Caucasian and not of the Native Americans. Maybe Africa is really of the Afrikaner, fake European Caucasian. Maybe these so-called Jewish people are is not a religion. Maybe they are bloodline of God, really. Yeah. The children of God going around killing babies in Gaza. Get the fuck out, man. That's serious.
Mother is Jamaican. He is Panamanian, and they found it quite insulting in their words that he would try to claim victimhood of slavery.
Yeah, man, this is the endorsement from Tucker Carlson to Tariq Nasheed. And Tucker Carlson is the guy from the replacement theory. So they are saying he wants Americas to be Caucasian, not to stay Caucasian, because it's not for us if it was of the Native Americans. Got it? Like, let's make America great again. Great, it was only great to the Native American when the European did not arrive there yet. If it's their land and they are not lying like the European themselves. Real talk, let's say.
And they called you a racist for that? They did. Which is actually quite interesting because I got a call from the Foundational Black American Society here in Florida who reminded me that Byron's mother is Jamaican, he is Panamanian, and they found it quite insulting in their words that he would try to claim victimhood of slavery. Not a single descendant of American slaves in his family.
I like those foundational guys.
They're so good.
Exactly, but then why is Tariq Nasheed making movies about Haitian Revolution 1804 and Maroon movie because he's not my race? That's what I'm saying. Let me see if I got this Papuan thing. No, yeah, see here? But that is the same thing they're telling you here, like this Papua would tell Tariq Nasheed. Tariq Nasheed, no, you're not my race, nigga. That's what I mean when I say it. Your culture and my culture is totally different. Your culture is Caucasian culture. There is no American culture. American culture is slave culture of the Dutch people and the English people. Even you don't have a national language. You have no national language. Because it was supposed to be maybe Arawak or Taino. Because it's not your land. If you have a god, that is. And clearly you don't. That's why you keep staying on the bloody land, lying it's yours. Because your god is called the devil. Because the devil is a liar and a liar is the devil. No shit, nigga. You see here? I am not black, I am Papuan. See that? I'm not black, I am African. You see that? Real talk. Let's hear it, man.
Tariq Nasheed and all. I mean, I don't know. And they called you a racist for that?
They did. Which is actually quite interesting because I got a call from the Foundational Black American Society here in Florida who reminded me that Byron's mother is Jamaican, he is Panamanian, and they found it quite insulting in their words that he would try to claim victimhood of slavery. Not a single descendant of American slaves in his family.
I like those foundational guys.
They're so good.
Tariq Nasheed and all. I mean, I don't agree with everything, but like they've got a perspective. If your family's been here 400 years and the descendants of a lot.
Yeah, but the Native American was there longer, you said 10,000 years. Is there a comparison between 400 years and 10,000 years? And the so-called African has been on the planet for 7 million years. So what claim do you have? If the planet is of the African, because he's the first one created, you said, according to your science. So all the claims y'all people have, I'm the first one here, or you cannot be the first one anywhere. Because you said the African was the first one created on this planet. So he was the first one everywhere. Yeah, that's the reality check. Nigga? Real talk.
A lot of American slaves or families have been here 400 years. I don't know. I think that gives. I'll listen to you. Like you've
100%.
You've got a point of view that is legitimate. I think.
Yeah, and they're unequivocally heritage Americans.
That's for sure.
100%.
They're definitely heritage Americans, if anyone is. And someone rolls in from Ghana and gets an MSNBC slot and starts.
Exactly. If you are heritage American, you have inherited the sins of your ancestors also. If your father was a colonizer and killed innocent people, you are guilty. A stupid one. These people don't have no culture. And I mean it. They only have culture to city Negroes. If you go to my country in Suriname or the jungle of Amazon, they will tell you so. Like, nigga, that's why we say you have no culture where I come from. Because we consider your behavior to be Caucasian behavior. Whose stuff is in the museum in the world? African stuff or Caucasian stuff? That's so, nigga. Everything you see this Caucasian building is what they saw the Africans doing. They stole it and they created new versions of it. That's all they doing. They took these things, the Ankele, all this Ank from Africa over there, and they created their Christianity. These so-called Turkish people, Arab, they took I will not call the original name of Islam, because it's not theirs. They took it, they created this so-called Islam thing like it's Arab. Arab are black people. Real black people. Africans, normal Africans. Just like you see now, the Moroccan people have become white people. That's how these so-called Jewish people have become white. Yeah, man. The Africans is also becoming white because the Afrikaner is saying they are the African. If you can see that you are, yeah, man. You're all
speaking on behalf of black people, it's like, shut up, honey. You've got nothing to do with this.
Right.
That's
Literally.
a fair... And they called you a racist for that?
They did. Which is actually quite interesting because I got a call from the Foundational Black American Society here in Florida who reminded me that Byron's mother is Jamaican, he is Panamanian, and they found it quite insulting in their words that he would try to claim victimhood of slavery without a single descendant of American slaves in his family.
I like those foundational guys.
They're so good.
Tariq Nasheed and all. I mean, I don't agree with everything, but like they've got a perspective. If your family's been here 400 years, and the descendants of a lot of American slaves, or families have been here 400 years, I don't know. I think that gives... I'll listen to you. Like you've
100%.
got, you've got a point of view that is legitimate, I think.
Yeah. And they're unequivocally heritage Americans.
That's for sure.
100%.
I mean, they're definitely heritage Americans, if anyone is. And, someone rolls in from Ghana and gets an MSNBC slot and starts speaking on behalf of black people. It's like, shut up, honey. You've got nothing to do with this.
Right.
That's
Literally.
a fair perspective, right? I think.
And so it's good.
If they had nothing to do with this, so it was not Ghanaian and Nigerian, or that so these people are called today, that you took into so-called slavery. That's why they have nothing to do with it. Yeah.
Would actually see them call them out for that. That's actually cultural appropriation. Appropriating the struggle of slavery.
I totally agree.
And the struggle of slavery was real. I don't think Republicans ever want to really whitewash that. It's real, right? But for
We're
Byron,
against slavery.
We're against it.
Whether it's in the, West Bank or here or anywhere.
Anywhere.
Yeah, against it.
And so for Byron's group, his team, to call me, and essentially our entire supporting base, racists for saying that you're a slave when quite literally you took $45 million. You won't tell us what you agreed to take that money this early in a primary, which is unprecedented. You know this, how unprecedented that kind of money is in an uncontested primary until now. But secondarily, to actually go out and try to gaslight us and think that you're just one of those guys that has been here, since the early 1800s and your family was in the struggle too. You're not. And it's a very interesting term that the Foundational Black Americans use. It's called tether. They're tethering these tethers like Byron Donalds. They come here, literally one generation in, and they try to just sit around and act so folksy that we're all part of the same struggle and we're all down on and we need to fight against. No, you just got here, dude. Like the Haitians, like the guys from Ghana who just got here, you don't get to just be a part of our system and then lecture us about how our country went wrong.
And they called you a racist for that?
They did. Which is actually quite interesting because I got a call from the Foundational Black American Society here in Florida who reminded me that Byron's mother is Jamaican, he is Panamanian, and they found it quite insulting in their words that he would try to claim victimhood of slavery without a single descendant of American slaves in his family.
I like those foundational guys.
They're so good.
Tariq Nasheed and all. I mean, I don't agree with everything, but they've got a perspective. If your family's been here 400 years, and the descendants of a lot of American slaves, or families have been here 400 years, I don't know. I think that gives... I'll listen to you. Like you've
100%.
got, you've got a point of view that is legitimate, I think.
Yeah. And they're unequivocally heritage Americans.
That's for sure.
100%.
They're definitely heritage Americans, if anyone is. And, someone rolls in from Ghana and gets an MSNBC slot and starts speaking on behalf of black people. It's like, shut up, honey. You've got nothing to do with this.
Right.
That's
Literally.
a fair perspective,
right.
I think.
And so it's good to actually see them call them out for that. That's actually cultural appropriation. Appropriating the struggle of slavery.
I totally agree.
And the struggle of slavery was real. I don't think Republicans ever want to really whitewash that. It's real, right? But for
We're
Byron,
against slavery.
We're against it.
Whether it's in the, West Bank or here or anywhere.
Anywhere.
Yeah, against it.
And so for Byron's group, his team, to call me, and essentially our entire supporting base, racists for saying that you're a slave when quite literally you took $45 million. You won't tell us what you agreed to take that money this early in a primary, which is unprecedented. You know this, how unprecedented that kind of money is in an uncontested primary until now. But secondarily, to actually go out and try to gaslight us and think that you're just one of those guys that has been here, since the early 1800s and your family was in the struggle too. You're not. And it's a very interesting term that the Foundational Black Americans use. It's called tether. they're tethering these tethers like Byron Donalds. They come here literally one generation in, and they try to just sit around and act so folksy that we're all part of the same struggle and we're all down on and we need to fight against. No, you just got here, dude. Like the Haitians, like the guys from Ghana who just got here. You don't get to just be a part of our system and then lecture us about how our country went wrong.
How y'all doing? My name is Raekwon Diamond Kamau, and I've been hearing a lot online about foundational Black Americans versus African immigrants that come here to America and settle and become African Americans. Now, myself personally, I don't have a problem with it because this is the truth. The only difference between foundational Black Americans and African immigrants is we were here longer. That's the only difference. But we are from Africa, the same as they are from Africa. You see, some blacks have this ideal that because our cultures are different, we cannot be put in the same category. Sorry, that's hogwash. That's bull. Okay? You see, black does not describe our culture. It describes our race. If you are a melanated person across the world, you're considered black. And they don't care what country you're from. I'm sorry, this is just the truth. They don't care where you're from. You're black, okay? Regardless if you're from Africa or anywhere else where your skin just happen to be melanated, they see you, they go black. Okay? So black does not describe our culture. American describes our culture. African describes our ancestry or where our bloodline is from. Okay? And unfortunately, it appears that out of all the different groups on this planet, we're the only ones that have a problem with it. Okay? Asian American culture is not the same as Chinese, Korean, or Japanese culture. It's not the same. But do you hear Asian Americans claim or deny or run from the fact that they're Asian? No, they don't. They're Asian American, and they're cool with it. You definitely don't see white people whose culture is definitely different from European culture. White American culture is not the same as European culture. Very different. But you don't hear white Americans being ashamed of their European culture. We just have a problem with it. I don't. As a matter of fact, my family got rid of their slave names and took back African last names. That's why my last name is now Kamau. And I'm so proud of my African last name. It's from Kenya. I love it. So, look, just know this. The only difference between African immigrants and us is that we were here longer. Only difference, but we're all still from Africa, making us all African American. And I'm cool with that. In the meanwhile, I know some of you might have some problem with it. I really don't care. But please, take care of yourselves and start loving one another. Talk to y'all later.
The foundational people are crazy. Let's just start there. It is an act of desperation to call yourself anything other than what you are. Why are you always looking to be called something else? We are a rich culture. We are a beautiful culture. And when you have a high cultural self-esteem, then you go anywhere in the world and it is not reductive to be in proximity to anyone else. I never feel small in Nigeria. When I leave Nigeria, I even feel more full. You know what I'm saying? Because I can see so many similarities. I can embrace the Nigerian national culture, but also all the ethnicities within it for its each individual beauty. It makes me feel fuller. Yeah. Do you understand? Yeah. And when you have that high, just like cultural self-esteem, right? It just makes it so much easier. So I don't subscribe to this whole foundational Black American, the Hotep, the Sulan, the flag, all this. What's wrong with being African American? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to take the African out of it because you're anti-African, because you're xenophobic.
Come and support me, okay? This is my humble request. I'm requesting everyone.
And that's the real talk. That's why they coming out with this anti-blackness. When you are not black, Caucasian blood, then people are not black. At least not to my knowledge, they are not. I didn't know that black people had Caucasian blood. Otherwise, Caucasian are black people. It's anti-black. You're only black to the Caucasian, your ancestor. This is Tariq Nasheed ridiculing a so-called Let's hear it, man.
Let's stop. Let's share the life.
Okay, oh Lord, Jay.
Thank you.
If you don't stop spinning before you fall and hurt yourself.
Just come and support me for real.
Stop all that spinning, Jay.
My humble request. Let's stop into the gift. Tap into the gift. Tap into the gift. Tap
into
the gift.
Hold on. Let me, good Lord, let me mute his ass. And Jay, please stop all that spinning before you bust your damn head. You ain't got no legs. Come on, brothers.
And they are like bitches, cause these bitches came out here stealing names, stealing Maroon movie 1804, and then say, but we are being cussed out. Of course, the devil must be cussed out. You stole my shit, nigga. You're not my race. You don't behave like my race. You will never behave like my race. You behave like the Caucasian. Cause that's your ancestor, going around stealing everybody's shit. I'm like, no, you're cursed, boy. You stupid. Do you know my race? No, you clearly don't. You will understand how your father and your mommy ended up on a fucking tree 500 years ago. Bitch ass kakatari.
Don't do all that. I don't want to get him hyped up and he bump his head on the wall. All that spinning, the minute he gets some money, he starts spinning. Good Lord, he's auction bag.
And this is Tariq Nasheed with kidney stones and limping. He can't even walk. His back broken. The Caucasian has pushed so deep into Tariq's ass that the ring of his ass is broken that he has to limp the rest of his fucking days. And you think you are ridiculing anybody? This is a so-called disabled guy and many times he does this. He will take disabled, he doesn't really know that they are disabled. He will start saying disabled things because he is disabled. Limping, you are the limp biscuit. That's why they allegedly your peanut left you. Cause you can't pee not, you're not peeing any longer, nigga. Yeah, your peanut left you, they said, man. Cause you're limping. You are limp biscuit. Oh no,
nice.
Limp Biscuit or whatever those niggas' name were, man.
Some shit, but yeah, he's extra. I'm trying to chop it up. He's throwing that nub. I'm trying to talk to him and he's spinning and auctioning. All right, Jay, calm down. I'm trying to talk to him.
This is Tariq Nasheed ridiculing people, eh? Tariq Nasheed, man.
That's our brother. I want to, I'm trying to hook him up.
And this is the leader of the Black Americans. Yeah.
Deontay's up here trying to talk to some youths. These look like some street kids.
Oh, this is a video part and I got where he was speaking on this Deontay guy. And whatever. Yeah, whatever he's saying. Let's hear it, man. Because you don't know how glad people like I am that this separation is clear for the whole world that these people are not my race. Nigga, this Maroon movie you have stolen, you better redact it quick. Nigga, every Maroon in America has original African language from the jungle. Where is yours, nigga? Stupid one.
And they weren't paying attention. They like all slouching in their seat. Hold on, look at this. This is like a big sassy scared straight program. Is it scared moist? Well, hold on, he's trying to talk to some kids and they're so not into it. Hold on.
And you have to see that Tariq Nasheed will attack people and then call the FBI. He will call the police on you. Just like this Adonis Life was cussing out Jamaicans and Africans from the continent. And then I made a video like, hey, what you doing, man? And he was in Romania. Okay, yeah, exactly. Karma. That's how these coolies say it. Nigga, this nigga Adonis Life who called the police on me. He went to Romania and this Caucasian spat on him. Yes, he went to Europe and this Caucasian spat on this Adonis Life. Pah, like you are a nigger. Ask him. It's on video. Nigga? Do you see how fast my God works, nigga? You wanted to attack continental Africans and Caribbean Africans, right? Where is your God, nigga? I told you. Oh yeah, you have no ancestors. Because they are already gone. Yeah, the same fate is waiting for you over there. After Donald Trump gets through this immigrant and attacking Iran over there, everything will be back on. These people think it's a joke. Ask these English people who had to come and rebuild England after the Second World War. They went to the Caribbean and asked those Jamaican Trinidadians and all those people from Guyana to come and build England. You stupid one. That are the same people they was using on the plantation. They had to go back there and ask them to come to England and help them build it. That's why most of those people who are here in England from those days, they don't even have passport. They didn't need it. Just like my people in Suriname, if the French people even see me in France, Guyana, they will, if I speak my language, they will say, oh, you're from the village there. It's done. I don't need no passport because I'm Maroon. It's my territory. Indigenous OKANO of the territory, America there. It's not you, nigga. Nigga, you know nothing. If you don't know my race, you know nothing. But most people don't even know what Suriname is. Because internet is not that long on in use for everybody. So because many so-called Africans think Jamaica is in Africa, is in South America, but they look like the West Africans, right? And they have words like the aquaba and all these things. You will see it in on Jamaicans things written aquaba and anyakupong, akompong, and this and many of these Ghanaian will see it on internet and think it's Africa. No, they are in America. The Caucasian is pushing these saggy pants Negroes to you. Those are plantation Negroes. Those have their blood in them and whatever. We don't care because I live in the Amazon jungle. That's important.
I don't care how you feel about it, unless you're just a sociopath. Look how these kids are looking. The one kid over here yawning. You see one kid over here yawning to the left. The kid in the left yawning. They're like, if this fat bastard don't get the hell out of here. Winnie the Pooh. The reason why them kids ain't into what you saying, these are street kids. They know instinctively who's who. They know you ain't about no street life, dude. They know just looking at you, you wouldn't survive a day in the...
Exactly. See how stupid this Negro is? And this is the leader of the so-called Black Americans saying, you ain't street enough, man. But when you tell them that they are smash and grab, they are criminals. Not criminal, I mean. And because they are just like the Caucasian. That's what I mean when I say they are just from the plantation. This Black American of the Caucasian will just like I was just saying. Going to Africa and say, that is my land. Clearly it's not my land. God gave it to me. What God? Prove your God. I don't have to. I have guns. Do you have weapons? That's what they're gonna do. Nigga. And I still see continental Africans let these people stay there. Nigga, this Afrikaner Caucasian is just gonna wait 10-20 years until they can get the upper hand and then destroy everything completely because they now know we must not make the same mistake like what happened with Mandela losing power, and they didn't really lose power. What they do is the 2080 rule. Is if you went to university or academy, you would have got a rule of when they do business. It's called the 2080 rule. 20% of everything is making the most money or in a store, for example. That's what you got everywhere with this Caucasian. They are only a small bit, like 20% in Africa, but they rule everything. It's called the 2080 rule. Zero-sum competition. I was with these people in school, yes. You stupid one. You don't know what they're gonna do to you. That's why my people live in Amazon and we make a deal with them. Stay 10 hours away from my race. My race stays 10 hours away from you. I'm here because the Surinamese government sent me to the Netherlands. See that? Because I was born with Dutch passport in Suriname. That's why the government over there said, no, you are a Dutch citizen. You need to leave because it was an empire. What happened is the Mali Empire of Kankang Musa. These people took it over. You stupid one. Don't you see Grenada in Caribbean? Go to Spain and look up Spain Grenada War. Nigga, and then you will see the African from South America there fighting against the Spaniards, the Moorish War. That's why where I come from, they even have a village called Mula country. Yes, Mula, like Mula where these so-called Muslims live. Mura country. Yes, a stupid one. But that is way from ancient Ghana. Kankang Musa Day was ancient. Where Ghana is today is New Ghana. Many people don't even know that. Ghana used to be here in North Africa, where Timbuktu is. And Timbuktu was from North Africa till to Angola, I think, the Kankang Musa Empire. An empire means that they have territories overseas. Nigga, that's why this Abu Bukhari or whatever his name is, the so-called brother of Kankang Musa, if it's real, that he went to America. And I see many Negroes will come, even from the continent. It's not possible for Negroes to. Nigga, it's a wooden boat. My grandfather went from Nigeria to America to build. He's an architect. The stupid one. Many of these people this Caucasian was going to take in Africa were architect and technicians to go and build stuff for them, just like people are going from India to Dubai today to work. Go look in Dubai what is happening there. Go look Dubai, you will see what's happening there. If they are not living with a 2x2 room with 40 to 50 people. Just like the cages the slaves had to live in. It was, I think, 1.4 meter and 1.5 to 1 meter or whatever. Yes.
Street.
Real talk.
They know you a damn snitch. You too fat to hang out in these streets. You ain't built for it, dude. They know the minute you get pinched, you get in that interrogation room, they offer your big ass a plate of spaghetti, you giving up the whole hood. Daryl, Jimmy, you writing them names down. Craig, C, Ara, okay?
Everything you're saying right now, Tariq Nasheed, is what you did to Taharka Bey. You are Senator, nigga. Senator called the FBI live on air, whether it was a joke or not. He dialed the number. Yeah, Senator called the FBI live on air. Just like this Tariq Nasheed went to the FBI to complain about Taharka Bey that he was making videos on YouTube about him. And this is your leader, man. Yeah. This is y'all living in a sad world, nigga. That's the real talk. Yeah, man. Yeah. I can imagine your existence without any ancestry, man. Y'all niggas are really lost. Let's hear it, man.
You mean that write niggas' names down? They know your big ass is gonna be in there snitching. He gonna be in there drawing pictures of niggas. He gonna be snitch drawing. Hold on. He be in there. Okay, right here. He has her name Daryl. Okay, he has a mole on his cheek. Okay, he ain't outside. He got a little wave with a little curly face. Okay, he got food.
You see this, Tariq Nasheed? What if anybody make a video about your Giselle or Gazelle or whatever that thing name is? You will call the FBI again. Call the internet police. Call YouTube, man. I'ma call YouTube quick. These niggas are bitch ass niggas. You attacking this Dante guy. And yeah. You are ashamed when they speak on your TS Giselle stuff. The fuck, you ain't no pimp, nigga. You a bitch ass nigga. That's the real talk, man.
So tonight I am gonna go live and speak more in detail about FBA. And before all you people come for me in the comments like you did the other day, hold up. This is for the people that follow me and that I engage with. When I first mentioned it,
Nobody cares if you wanna be FBA or you wanna be Afro. In Suriname in South America, they wanna be Afro. I told them I'm not part of Afro because Afro is my hair on my head. I will not name myself leg because my leg is over there. I will not name myself arm or Afro. I'm OKANO. It's not made up. We have God. You don't understand what God is. You are lost. That's why my people, at least I don't care that you wanna say, you are FBA, you are Black American. Just be American, not even Black American. Because I've shown you that Black people here to the Caucasian is not you. This Papua is black. But the Caucasian is telling you this Papua is not an Asiatic African. But he looks exactly like the African. But this Caucasian is saying that's not an African. Do you understand now when they say there was no African in America? That's what they mean, you stupid one. When they call you African, it's a phenotype, a big nose, and your hair, big curly hair. Even on the North Pole, if you're walking on the North Pole, this Caucasian will say, hey, I see you're African. Huh? How do you know? He's got afro and a big nose. Oh, it's the West African type. Is he tall? Yeah, he's really tall. Oh, it must be East African, maybe a Nilotic, a Kenyan Negro. Kenyan African. That's what they're gonna say. Now they've changed this again. You can no longer say Papua African from Asia. See? Because they now say this Papua has no African DNA. So how is that possible? So they told you in school and university that everybody comes from the African. Isn't that what they told you? But they are writing here that the Papua has no African DNA, but he looks exactly like the African. Who is sick? And these same people will tell you when Columbus got there was no African in America. Because it's the same thing. Yeah? That's why I'm telling Tariq Nasheed, come out and prove that you are, because this Papua look like an Indonesian. Yes, just like the Indonesian look like the Native American from Asia. You see that? This is their father, the Papua. And this Papua is the father of the Australian Aboriginal, the Kuli. Yeah, if this Papua mixed with the Turkish people, Persians like Iran people, because these Turkish people, they are all the same. They are from Persia, from Iran. My people call them Kuli. But if they mix with this Papua, they become like the Aboriginal there. You see? If this Caucasian mix with this Papua, the children will be like the Aboriginal in Australia. You see, they have curly hair, but they are still really black. Like dark, like the Sudanese blue black. See that? This is their father, and they enslaving this Papua. Yes, because where this Papua live is where my people live. Is gold over there, like in Congo. Where my people live is just like in Congo. You have diamond, all this stuff. In the middle of the Amazon, they was looking even for the Parimamir. That's why the Spaniards went there. They went there looking for the Parimamir. Parimamir was they heard about a story where a king was living, eating with golden spoons. Everything, the roads were made of gold. It was called Parimamir. Yeah, that's the real talk. So you see, when they say there was no African, that's why when these guys are saying they are indigenous like Calloway, I'm saying bring your indigenous culture. Because it's possible. But do you look like this Papua? Because that's what I told you, they're gonna tell you that. No, you will see the African and these people will tell you, it's not an African, it's a Papua. Huh? But it looks like the African, but it's not it's Papua. The same thing with the builders of the pyramids over there. Once you tell them the Sudanese build these pyramids, the Sudanese is not black, they are not African, they are Caucasian. Yes, these people from Ethiopia are classified Caucasian, Nilotics. The Nilotics people of East Africa, at least they were. They have changed it, they say. Because I've looked it up the last time, they said they have changed it. And whatever they're doing. That's what I mean. These people, you will see an African over there in America, and this Caucasian will tell you, it's not an African. But it's an African. No, it's not. And they went to the continent and tell those Africans there were no Africans in America. And they don't understand what the Caucasian is saying, because he's speaking in double tongue. Yeah, because they are the so-called dominant society. They are naming everybody. That's why I'm saying, nigga, I am OKANO. Because if my people become Afro, what they will do is say, Afro people live in Njuka, where my people live, and steal all our titles and give it to their children with Caucasian blood, come here and write books, just like you see Morocco happen right now, and you see Brazil is happening right now. Mixing everybody up and steal the culture and say, this is our land, 3,000 years ago, God gave it to us. Okay, do the DNA test so we can see that you are the children of God. We didn't know that Caucasian could walk in the sun in Egypt 2,000 years ago without sunblock. What sunblock was you using in Canaan? And it's called the Niger River. The Nile is where Niger River. That's the crazy thing. The Nile is where Niger River. You have Niger right there, where the Nile is. And these people are still saying they are not Africans. Those are the Nilotics. That is the same story like they are not Africans, they are Papua. These black people in America before Columbus came there, they are not Africans. They are different people. And they will tell you Taino. And this Taino is a new Taino. It's like the mixed version. Like the Moroccan became mixed. Before they was pure black Africans, normal 100%. And they will mix with you these Turkish people and these Caucasian from the mountain here. Because this same mountain is Turkish people, this Ashkenazi Israeli. They are the same people, the people who is fighting Iran and Israel, they are cousins. It's like Hutus and Tutsis. That's what you don't understand in this game, you stupid one. These Iran people and the Israeli are the same people, nigga. These Islam people and these Israeli so-called Jewish people are the same people. They are mixed, many of them. That's why they will tell you, I am not white, just like the Dominicano. Because if Israeli Turkish people mix with the Dutch people, they just look Caucasian. But they know that they are mixed Turkish and with Dutch. You don't know that. Just like you have Congo and a Ghanaian child. Yeah, a Ghanaian and a Congo and African, they will have a child, but it will just look like a normal African. You see? That's what you don't understand what's going on with this war. Ukraine against Russia. They are the same people, but some of them are mixed with other bloodline hatred. Just like I said, the Hutus and Tutsis. It's the same thing everywhere, nigga. That's the real talk. Like China wanna attack Taiwan. You will see that soon. China and Taiwan, they are the same people, right? China will attack them. Just like Pakistan and India. They are the same people, but they are fighting. But they only speak about black people fight. That's why I'm saying I don't care about this black American bug broker. Get the fuck on, nigga. That's why I'm telling you this story to look all over these places that the same people that you regard to be the same people are fighting each other. This Dominicano and Haitian are the same race. The Dominican is a mixed Haitian. Their father is Haitian and still they attack the Haitian, fighting against the Haitians. You see that? Their own children that they created are fighting against them. Don't you see many of these Moroccan people, they hate so-called Africans, but the African is their father. You see that? You stupid one. That's your vote. Let's see it, and I'm gonna show the part about Mali with Uhuru and then leave it at that, man.
I got a lot of questions in the comments, as they should have had questions. Like I had questions when I was first introduced to the FBA movement. And before y'all come for me again in the comments, I understand it's not an organization, it's not a political sector, it is a lineage. So when people have been used to being called African American, and for us to be open to understand what FBA is, give people...
A lineage is a bloodline. It would mean that all these so-called black Americans in the United States, that they have the exact same ancestors. Does the Bushman of South Africa look like the people in the Sahel region? No. You stupid one. That's what I mean. These people don't understand the world, man. They think Africa is a country. It's a continent, just like America is a continent. There is people in the jungle of America that you have never seen before. Yes. There is people where I live in Amazon that they are not coming to the city because they view this Caucasian thing as death. Yes, many of the people in the jungle, they don't come to the city because they know the Caucasian can just go ballistic, just like Donald Trump decide to go and wipe out Iran right now. That's the Caucasian, nigga, you stupid. Caucasian can wake up and say, I'm wiping out Spain tomorrow. Boof! you don't know, boy. Yeah, just say it.
Time to transition and also educate them on what the term means. And what FBA does stand for is Foundational Black American. And all the movement is about is delineating foundation.
It's the same thing like you have the Blakemore, this Blakemore, because the Blackamore. This Blakemore is this Moroccan. Because the more is like Maria, Mare, the ocean is blue, right? Azul. That's why you have these people Zulu. Like the blue black from Kenya. Avatar. Go look the Kenyan people there, you will find the avatar there. That's why in Suriname, these Indian people, they are from East Africa, right? East Indians. They are close to East Africa. How do they call my people? Blauwkop, blue-headed one. Because of what? Because of they are close to the Sudanese over there. You see that? In Suriname, if you get and see anybody say that term, a blue-head, blauwkop, it's an East Indian from the street. A real street Indian. Yes, underground, they will use that term often. A blauwkop. and my people will say, hey, faka kuliman. You see that? Because, and even kuli, some places kuli means slave, because kuli is curly hair African. If your title is black or African in America, you are considered to be a slave. That's what you don't understand, nigga. They placed it in the law like that. They make up your dominant society and decide, listen, if your title is African or black, and they are allowed to enslave you. You see, that's why I'm saying I'm OKANO, because in my treaty it states OKANO. At the United Nations, the name of my race is OKANO. It's not African or black. You see that? If you go to the United Nations and you tell the United Nations, I want to speak to the Africans in the jungle of South America, they will tell you, well, what Africans? There is no Africans there. The black people. There is no black people there. The same thing like the Papua. That's how they see my people. That's what you don't understand. My people are like part of nature. You see that? The United Nations, the Caucasian does not, my people do not exist in the law of Suriname. Just like the Papua don't exist where they live. If you go to Suriname, you will not find the name of my people in the law because we are a separate country in the country. It's like Lagos is a different country in Nigeria. That's my people. Like the Taliban in over there in Afghanistan. Yes. So you see it like that. Yeah. Because my people live like I don't want to use a religion, man. It's more animism what we have. I'm gonna show you the video of Mali, and they will tell you that before Islam came, they was in animism. See, then I was like, okay, you see, everything is lining up. From the time of Kangkang Musa, Abu Bukhari going to America, it was an empire, Ghana Empire. Yeah, this Ghana is new. They ran away when there was war. They moved to the west over there. Let's hear it here.
Black Americans, which are people who have lineage in this country. Not saying that you are Native American or anything like that. The fact that you never immigrated to America. But BK people, black people, you know, it's TikTok. If you do not have any relatives that immigrated from any other country, meaning I can go back all the way pretty much to the 17th century and
but this is foolishness because nobody wants to be a black American. Your history is being a slave. Any day a Caucasian can comment that you do not know how to respond if a Caucasian comment tell you right now you have to become a slave. A Negro don't know what to say from the plantation. Because nigga, I was walking here, even here in Europe, in the Netherlands here, I was on the street and an old guy from Caucasian saw me walking and he said, you look like a Nigerian to me. And I said, I'm Akang. Nigga, this old guy crossed the street so fast. Because in Suriname, in those days that these people were there, many of these Aquamu and Akang people used to attack the plantations. And they would burn them down. That's how this black American became free. It's not Lincoln, nigga. That's the story they gave you. Yeah, Maroon people was destroying America and all those plantations. That's why the Caucasian left back to, and they went to Israel over there. That's the real talk, man.
Uncles and grandparents and things like that that were in America. They didn't come from like Jamaica or Nigeria or any other country on the continent of Africa. They were here when the country...
Did you hear what she said? She said Jamaica, they didn't come from Jamaica or any other country of the continent, Africa. Jamaica is America. Columbus did not go to America, he went to Haiti. Haiti is America. You cannot win this in the court of law. These people are stupid. If we go to law in the court right now and you say you are American, I will say you are not American. If Columbus discovered America, he discovered Haiti. Hispaniola is Caribbean. That's why you have pirates of the Caribbean, not pirates of the United States. That's why you call the United States. Your countries came together to form one country, stealing Louisiana from the French people, stealing Mexico from the Native Americans and the Spaniards and all those places. Even these people were on the Philippines. These people are on Hawaii. These people are everywhere. Stealing land. It's not your shit. Colombia, the country. Don't you see the Colombia pictures in the United States? District of Columbia, Washington D.C. Yeah, right? You don't understand anything. Those things there is like in Italy you have the Vatican. It's a city within the constellation of Italy. They have their own passport, their own king, which is called the Pope. They have their own police, just like my people have there in the jungle. A stupid one. We are not. Nobody is thinking we and black American must be that. No, nigga, be a slave over there. You stupid. I've been in the jungle 500 years laying in my hammock eating chicken when I want to, eating fish when I want to. My people know how to make gari. Yes, my people make gari just like the Ghanaian, just like couscous. You see this couscous from the Moroccan? It's because of ancient Ghana. That's why you will see couscous is a finer form of gari. Stupid one, we are not your people, don't mind about that, man. You are Caucasian. That's why they call you Musungu. In Kenya, they call you Abroni in Ghana and Oyibo in Nigeria, man. Accept it and move on. We
Was
don't
founded.
care.
Meaning they were
If
here.
the Somalis say they are not Africans and they are not black and they come even from the continent, nobody cares because they are mixed. They are Turkish African or whatever the Arab or whatever they want to call themselves, man.
Everybody else got here. The founders, the four founders, they were here. They were either here prior to slavery or they were here when the pioneers got here and discovered.
Exactly, those people are Jamaicans. It's not you. That's how stupid these people are, man. They think it's them. It's not you. It's my race who live in the Amazon jungle. That's why I keep making this video and saying it. This black American is out here, the first people who came here even with and before Columbus. That's my race. It's Akang, Akwamu, because there was war between Akwamu people there, the West Africans there in England, against England and these German people. That's why they came in 18 something with the Berlin Conference to come back and attack again. That's why you have the Afrikaners over there. You stupid one is just like building a base. That's why America has bases around the globe in every country to control them. If they want to do their own thing, they attack them just like they attacking Iran right now. These people know nothing, man. Yeah, the first people who came to America. It's not you. My first treaty is 1620. If my first treaty in America is 1620, the war was already going on from 1492. Go look up Grenada. Stupid one. The War of Zwarte Piet. That's why you got Zwarte Piet here till today, yeah? It's about that war, you know nothing. You are Zwarte Piet, exactly. You see? You are Zwarte Piet. You are the slave. They showing you that you are enslaved and you in a chain. I live in the jungle. That's why I keep saying it. I live in the jungle so that you know we was never the same. Yeah? You are a Caucasian to me.
So-called discovered this land, which was in what the 15th century or what have you. So that is the difference.
Yeah, and the guy who wrote about it, they came before Columbus, is Guyana Mang, where I come from. Ivan van Sertem are you talking about? They came before Columbus came in America. Africans came to America. He's from Guyana, where I live. These people are, that's why I keep making videos. Still stop stealing my history. If you're not African, all these things, you're not allowed to speak on these things. That Africans was in America before Columbus. You are not African, so it cannot be you. The only African in America is me. You see that? Even your Louisiana is Creole. That's why they call it Creole. It means colored, kleurling. They are mixed. It's not you, Yara. You stupid one.
A foundational Black American and an American or an African American.
I can't stop laughing, man. These Black Americans said our people were the first one in America before Columbus. Yeah. You are not Maroon, Yara. You're not my people. That's why you went there and made the Maroon movie about Maroon thing. This 1864. No, 1804 of Haiti. That was 200 years after my people. Huh? There was people fighting all over the place in America. That's why you have movies like Pirates of the Caribbean. It was called Wild Coast. Once you went there to South America, Guyana, nobody knows if you're going back home. Go look it up. Wild Coast Guyana. Dutch Guyana, French Guyana, and they got an British Guyana. Because the British, the Dutch, and the French, they were fighting against each other also. And they had Negroes like these Black Americans, Buffalo Soldiers. Buffalo is New York City. The Buffalo Soldiers is New York City. They came to South America fighting in the jungle. Buffalo Soldiers. Yes, it's you Negroes over there. Real talk, go listen to Bob Marley music when it's the same videos I'm making, is the song that Bob Marley was singing. That Negroes were in the army of the Caucasian enslaved days. You Negroes, The so-called freedman. You was freed in 1873, or you could get your freedom before that by going into the jungle, killing Africans or killing Native Americans from Asia. That's you, Fremangrong Negro. I am Kang Kang Fimang. See? That's why you have some, my people call African Afikang. You see? Afikang. Kang Kang Fimang. Afikang. You stupid. And these people, when I say this thing, they think I mean like freedman. You have no culture. This Kang Kang Fi myself, if you turn it around, you will see is Kang Kang Fi Mang is Afikang. I am African of America, not you. You are a black American because you have Caucasian blood. You're from the plantation. I'm not. So I'm gonna leave it at that and show you this small piece about Mali and then drop it, man. Because this woman, they know nothing, man.
Announced the Emancipation Proclamation.
Not. And after English was coming, they did not.
Yeah, man, this is the piece about Mali, how Mali became a Muslim in 1862. You will see, this guy will tell you, the black Arabs, Africans, the Arabs in those days were just normal Africans from Arabia. They mixed up and became like these Moroccan mixed people you see all over there in Algeria and all those things. They are mixed with Turkish people, just like these people in Gaza. Yeah, let's say it, man.
People was a French, but to push Muslim religion by power, pushing by force, convert many people become Muslim by killing and apply Sharia that was from Senegal when Al-Shukmar come. This is just early, as a 1890 run, but he come and Segu at 1862.
Okay.
Mortal come Segu
from Senegal.
He fighting. He do not.
You see that? That was after slavery. In 1862, in those days of the Berlin Conference, many attacks happened on the continent of Africa. Let's hear it, man. This is the guy in search of Uhuru. Let me check his name. Let me check it. Yeah, search for Uhuru. So you can check the complete video over there. I'm gonna just show a small part of it, so you can see that it's not so long ago that these things you think when I say no, everything in my video is of my race, my house, not even of my race, from my direct house. Grandmother, grandfather, that's what I mean. It's not made up like your FBA. No, man, we don't live in foolery. Yeah? Everything you see in my video, I did it because it's of my house. Nobody can come and tell me anything about anything in my video or my music. Nothing. All my music I make myself. All my videos, things. All these things is my real inheritance from beginning of time. Lions live in Africa. Maybe you don't know. Because I've seen Donald Trump making a video with lion. Yeah, man, you live in America. Yeah, lions live in Africa. Real talk. Let's hear it, man.
Many West Africa pushing people, and at that time not. And after English was coming, they did not. Last people was a French, but to push Muslim religion by power, pushing by force, convert many people become Muslim by killing and apply Sharia that was from Senegal when Al-Shukmar come. This is just early, as a 1890 run, but he come and Segu at 1862.
Okay.
You see, it's like 130 years ago, and Mali became a Muslim. Before that, they was just like my people, and that's why when I tell we have law, we don't have. That's why even in your Bible you will see the descriptions will be like he's walking like a lion, he's talking like a snake. It's my culture. It's not your stuff. Everything I see there in the Bible, I know how to do it. You don't, because it's not your book. Even this Quran comes from the Bible. It's the five pillars. It's the book of Moses. The Quran is the book of Moses from the Bible. Yes. Stupid one. Many of y'all think if they stole America, saying they are Americans and Afrikaner, what else have they stolen and made it? Eminem is right now the king or the god of hip-hop. Who is the god of rock and roll? Elvis Presley. Who is the god of reggae? UB40. Bob Marley, I don't care that he is the king of reggae, because to me he's a black man. I don't care about that, man. To me, Bob Marley is mixed, but to me, he is a black man, normal black man. To me, even though Peter Tosh would have been the real top one, but I don't care about those parts, man. That's the real talk. But all those other ones, Eminem took over hip-hop, the god of hip-hop. UB40 is the king of reggae, the boss of reggae. The one band that sold most reggae music in the world is UB40 from England. Yes. It's not a reggae band from Jamaica. That's what I'm saying, man. Keep it real. All the children of Michael Jackson are Caucasian, but nobody is saying it. Do the children of Michael Jackson look like him? No, they look Caucasian to me. But nobody is allowed to say it. But you are gangsters out there. All these niggas are real gangsters, but the real things they need to say or have to say, they don't say it. That's why I said when the police is coming, all these Negroes will run from the corner, but then go home and beat their wife and attack their own so-called brother at home. That's all these Negroes doing, man. Let's hear it, man.
From Senegal. He fighting. He do Nigeria, Meg, Senegal. He crossed many West Africa, pushing people. And at that time, it was some family who was living here. We call them Jiri. They are from. He do Nigeria, Meg, Senegal. He crossed many West Africa, pushing people. And at that time, it was some family who was living here. We call them Jiri. They are from Mecca. They are black Arabic. From Mecca. He crossed many West Africa, pushing people. He do Nigeria, Meg, Senegal. He crossed many West Africa, pushing people. And at that time, it was some family who was living here. We call them Jiri. They are from Mecca. They are black Arabic. From Senegal. He fighting. He do Nigeria, Meg, Senegal. He crossed many West Africa, pushing people. And at that time, it was some family who was living here. We call them Jiri. They are from Mecca. They are black Arabic. From Mecca? Yeah, from Mecca. Oh, black Arabic.
What did he say? Jiri. Jiri is means yellow. Like Gary. But Gary is means danger in Indonesian, I think. Because this word I've seen it. That's why you have Nigeri, like Nikeri in Suriname. It means black. Jiri, the J is a G also. That's why you can see right and so-called and what you're saying about Jesus with a J, with a I or a G. To someone who knows about language, it's a normal thing. They will find out that it's the same thing. Many people don't know these things because you need understanding about etymology because most black people, most black races like my race are phonetic and speaking people. So we take language literally almost. But when I say literally, it depicts many things in once. When I speak, I create an atmosphere in my speech where I come from. When I speak, people will act immediately mostly if it's real, if it's serious. I know how to speak for people to respond accordingly immediately. See that? So I don't need to come and explain many things. But yeah, whatever. Me explaining many things means to you all should mean to you already that I don't care what you're doing. I'm just making my videos on internet to my people or people who wants to see these videos. If you're looking for a video that you have to be African or you have to be Chinese to watch a video, man, you're different than I am. I'm not with this, are you pro-black? I'm just making videos on the internet. Over here in Europe, people don't have no time. Are you pro-black? If somebody is doing evil, we will come together and get that evil out of the way. That's the way they protest here in Europe. Yeah, just like this Black Panther style. Yeah, people are being oppressed. They will come together and then have a protest just like they did for Gaza. See, many people in the Netherlands, they was protesting against this Gaza stuff and that's the way I mean. I'm not part of it no longer because it's all, yeah, let's leave it at that, man. Let them do whatever. I'm not activist and all this fuckery. Yeah, everybody is out here stealing in the name of activism. Yeah, man. Let's hear it, man.
Mecca, and there was Africa.
So you hear it. So you hear it. They were black Arabs just like Bilal. I'm showing you this so you can see that when I say no, this Moroccan mixed people used to be pure black just like this guy. This is Timbuktu where Asian Ghana used to be. You see, Jarir. That's why you have Jarir, the Jarir and Jerry. You see that? And in India they had so-called Africans in slavery. They say Jalil. You see, just like Jael. The slave, the son of the father, just like Muhammad is slave of God, Jesus is slave of God. But this Caucasian took it that if they are God, then you are their slave. You see it? That's Santa and the Zwarte Piet. Because that's why I told you there is no white people. There is a status. White people, wit it simply means wit, to have wit. In English, it's that guy is witful. He's got many knowledge. That guy is witful. He's got knowledge. You see, this wit in Dutch is white in English. It simply means one with knowledge. That's why you have wizard, wise in Dutch. In German is even wise. And this wise, this S at the end can become an Z. You see, like wizard. Wizard simply means he that knows things. You see that? That's why you have this, you don't understand. That's why this Caucasian is saying that they are smart and you are stupid. That's why you are black. You in the dark. You are enslaved. They have to think for you. If you are enslaved, it means that your enslaver is thinking what you should do when the day starts. You're not allowed to think for yourself. Just like Africa is not allowed to print their own money. That's why Traoré is doing all these things. You see that? Because since like 300 years now, Africa was not allowed to print their own money. They have to go to France or to other places to print their money. If they want to dig the gold, they have to take a company from Europe to come and dig the gold and give them 5% or 1% and take everything. You see that? That's why Traoré is doing what he's doing. So you cannot blame Traoré for anything. That's what I'm saying, man. Let's share it, man.
Senegal, he crossed many West Africa, pushing people. And at that time, it was some family who was living here. We call them Jiri. They are from Mek.
So I'm gonna play this one till the end and then leave it at that. I won't interrupt it because this is more an educational and so that you can see that is like 130 years ago when they came and they changed up this Islam stuff, because our people have the same kind of stuff. I know it. Just like with this Christianity stuff, we have the same kind of stuff in the jungle. But that's why I know, oh, they have changed it. That's why I can tell you, because I come from the academy here and from school, from that's like a university kind of stuff. But when I went there, I can see the things from the jungle and from the Caucasian and compare them and see, oh, this even this Catholic thing is not theirs. There has been debate about that where I was there and explained to them, your Catholic is not yours. Look here is where you stole this Catholic stuff. It's not theirs, nigga. This Catholic, that's why they can go into the church, Catholic church, and misuse little children. Because it's not their God. I know it's not their God, nigga. You stupid. Catholic people, this Caucasian you see moving here, is just like they stole America and this Judaism and made it into a religion called Jewish. That's what they doing with everything. It's not theirs. Let's see it here again, man. So I won't interrupt this guy because this is more for educational purpose for you to see it, man. Let's hear it.
Not. And after English was coming, they did not. Last people was a French. But to push Muslim religion by power, pushing by force, convert many people become Muslim by killing and apply Sharia. That was from Senegal when Allah Shukmar come. This is just early, as a 1890 run. But he come in Segu at 1862.
Okay.
Mortal come in Segu
from Senegal.
He fighting. He do Nigeria, Meg, Senegal. He crossed many West Africa, pushing people. And at that time, it was some family who was living here. We call them Jiri. They are from...
You say Jiri like Jarir. And you see what happened to them? What did he say? They came there and enslaved the Jiri. Because enslave means that they change your mind. You have to think like those people who are oppressing you. You're not allowed to have your own thinking. That simply means what a slave is. Colonization. Yeah.
Senegal, he crossed many West Africa, pushing people. And at that time, it was some family who was living here. We call them Jiri. They are from Mek. They are black Arabic.
From Mek.
He crossed many West Africa, pushing people. He do Nigeria, Meg, Senegal. He crossed many West Africa, pushing people. And at that time, it was some family who was living here. We call them Jiri. They are from Mecca. They are Black Arabic.
From Senegal.
He fighting. He do Nigeria, Meg, Senegal. He crossed many West Africa, pushing people. And at that time, it was some family who was living here. We call them Jiri. They are from Mecca. They are Black Arabic.
From Mecca?
Yeah, from Mecca.
Oh, Black Arabic.
They was come from Mecca, and there was the family who used to teach people Muslim religion. So even this Sekoro, this village we are now, before Biton, the first king, become king, there was the family who used to teach people Muslim religion. We call them.
See, and they speak like the Ghanaian of today, because see, the Ghanaian of today will say Atra, and I will say Akala. You see that? Because I'm from South America jungle, you see, I say Akala, and this Ghanaian will say Atra, and you see this guy is say Sekoro, and I would say Sekolo. You see that? The L becomes a R just like this. That's why when I saw these guys from Morris Science Temple, I was like, these guys, and yeah, but that's not to speak of. It's their stuff, so let's leave it alone. Whatever they teaching the people, let's leave it. Because when I saw this guy, there was a long time ago a guy, man. His name is one of these baby. He likes to speak on these things also, etymology. I forgot his name, and maybe soon I will do a video about him. But he was accused of some driver's license, Morris Temple stuff, but whatever, man. Maybe I'll do a video about him, about the teaching he was doing. These things I keep saying, the L can become an R, and etymology. He's a master in it. Yeah? Then he can explain to you what phonetic etymology is and its common etymology. Etymology is where words come from, the origin of words, how they came into existence, why they are used in that context. Then you would get more to understand what contextual thinking is. Otherwise, you will not understand many things, and you will read the Bible and say, Jesus is speaking in parable. Because I understand what he's doing, because my culture is similar. My culture is similar, so I understand what he's doing. You don't. That's what I'm saying. Even if you go to Africa, that's why when you're saying, this African have white Jesus is normal. They don't care about Japanese Jesus or a Chinese Jesus. It's about God's spirit. You don't understand what the spirit is. A Chinese spirit does not mean he's fighting for Chinese people. A Chinese spirit does not mean he's fighting for Chinese people. You do not understand this thing. A Caucasian spirit that is godly does not mean he's fighting for the Caucasian people. You don't understand this thing. You are carnal. You think like a human being. God, where I come from, your thinking is not godly. That's why you can't understand this thing. If you go to my people and say, that guy, the angel of that guy is a East Indian, it looks, they will say, oh, okay. They don't care. Because God can do anything. You stupid one. You are thinking in black people, white people, these people, that people. Man, the existence has no time for that. Your brain, your thinking, you are just like a child trying to understand what their father is doing. That's what you're trying to do out there. You're trying to think that you can think what you're created. That's why it is in the Bible saying to you, and how can you, as the potter, why hast thou created me thus? Go look it up. Yeah, it was about you asking the creator for, like, God, why did you create me like this? If there was a God, there would be no crime. If there was a God, this would not. That's your thinking. All these things, Jesus cannot be white or Jesus cannot be Indian. Oh, that's your thinking. It's in your world that exists. Yeah, where I come from, Jesus can be a Negro, it could be a Chinese. It's normal because it's a spirit. Yeah, a spirit is not you. You are human, you are carnal. You are the devil, the fallen one. That's why don't you see all you niggas out there going saying, it's the fallen angel. No, you are the fallen angel, nigga. You stupid. You are the fallen one. That's why you have to go to the mosque and to the synagogue to pray. When I was in prison in Suriname, guy told me, let's go to church. I told him, no, I'm not. He was from my, not from my clan, but from the jungle also. He told me, let's go to church. I told him, I don't need to go to church. He said, yeah, but we're here in prison. I told him, no, because you have killed someone innocently. Because he was there, because he killed his nephew. No, not his nephew, his cousin, because of a Brazilian woman. Because this Brazilian woman, this mixed woman, they will go into the jungle in the Amazon where my people live, where Africans live, and then have bordels over there to sleep with women. And because my people, they work gold and diamond, they will get paid with diamonds and gold. Literally. So this Brazilian woman went there, and this and the so-called Maroon guys were fighting over this woman, and he killed his own cousin. That's why he was in prison. And I told him, no, you have killed somebody innocently. I am here for business. Because I was there because of so-called wrong business. But whatever. You see, that's why I was in prison. I was there for business reasons. He was there because he killed innocent people. That's something different. You are cursed. I'm not. You see the difference? Why I'm saying if you have killed people in slavery isn't innocently, whether you are Caucasian, you are Turkish, you are Kuli, East Indian, Negro, African, or Black American, if you killed innocent people, you are cursed. That's the rule, that's it. That's my culture. It doesn't matter whether you believe it or not. This Caucasian will tell you, if you don't believe in it, nothing will happen. Then why do you care that I make these videos? If what I'm saying is not real and nothing is gonna happen, why do you wanna stop my videos there on internet? You stupid. You already know what Agwan. Okay, I will play it and leave it at that. Yeah, I know I keep saying it and then speak a lot in between. But that's because of these bug broken jackoffs, man. You hear that, Tariq Nasheed? I told you you could never win. A week later, I saw you limping. That's why you doing all this thing. You are hurting, nigga. Maybe you thinking you don't have much time left. Tariq Nasheed is trying to get a bag to leave for his children. Limp biscuit. Yeah,
From Senegal.
He fighting. He do Nigeria, Mexico, Senegal. He crossed many West Africa, pushing people. And at that time, it was some family who was living here. We call them Jiri. They are from Mecca. They are black Arabic.
From Mecca?
Yeah, from Mecca.
Oh, black Arabic.
That was come from Mecca, and there was the family who used to teach people Muslim religion. So even this Sekoro, this village we are now, before Biton, the first king, become king, there was the family who used to teach people Muslim religion. We call them Jiri. They are from Mecca. They are black Arabic.
He even used the name Beton. Beton is stone. See, tan is color. Tansi Sudan. That's why you have Sudan is Sultan. The D can become a T. Ask these Maurice guys. Yeah, that's what I was saying. When my people hear R, sometimes they will pronounce it as a L. It's beginning of time stuff. You don't understand these things. Real talk. See? Black Arabs from Mecca, Africans from Mecca. That's why I was saying, if you say black, it could be the Aboriginal of Australia today or the Dravidian.
Oh, black Arabic.
That was come from Mecca, and there was the family who used to teach people Muslim religion.
That's why Elon Musk is trying to say that he's African also to cause confusion. Nigga, the only Africans I know are black people, nigga. It's stupid. That's the real talk, man. The only European these people will tell you is Caucasian. So the only Africans I know are people with curly hair and are so-called black. Because you call that color black. That's why I say so-called. Yeah, real talk. Dark. Yeah, real talk, man.
King on this village, enemies were at 7012. But that village was got a small mosque. And the mosque was building here. No one know who built the mosque. So all village found the mosque here. And it was one big guy who calling Saint Sheku. He was living near this mosque. So his sheikh means who is the high, you know? The high spirit. We call sheikh. Sheku. And Sheku Koro and Bambara, if you mean Koro, is two meaning. Koro is mean near someone or older. That's two meaning. So Sheku Koro, and Bambara, if you mean Koro, he was living near this mosque.
Okay.
So his sheikh means who is the high, the high spirit. We call sheikh. Sheku, and Sheku Koro, and Bambara, if you mean Koro, is two meaning. Koro is mean near someone or older.
Okay.
That's two meaning. So when Biton become king, he changed near someone to become older.
Okay.
That's the difference between Sekoro, Seku, Sekoro. So the mosque, no one know who built. The mosque was here before the kingdom started.
Wow.
So just to tell you, the first king who founded Bambara kingdom, his name is Biton Mamadi Kulibale. He became first king at 1712 and stand power for Bambara kingdom. His name is Biton Mamadi Kulibale. Mamadi Kulibale. Mamadi Kulibale. Mamadi Kulibale. He become first king at 1712 Bambara kingdom. His name is Biton Mamadi Kulibale. Mamadi Kulibale at 1712 and stand power for 43 years. And 1755 he passed away. Biton Mamadi Kulibale. Biton Mamadi Kulibale. Biton Mamadi Kulibale. He become first king at 1712 and stand power for 43 years. And 1755 he passed away. And two of his sons become king.
Okay.
They met 2 years they passed away. So from beginning of animist kingdom to the last he passed away. And two of his sons become king.
Okay.
They met 2 years they passed away. So from beginning of animist kingdom to the last Fulani become king.
Okay.
They met 2 years they passed away. So from beginning of animist kingdom to the last Fulani kill, it was a Fulani kill, they passed away. So from beginning of animist kingdom, to the last Fulani kill, it was 150 century. It's like 1 century and a half.
Okay.
So finally, Fulani people, Tal, they stopped Bambara kingdom at 1862.
Okay.
So you see it, what I was saying, and yeah, man, 1862 is when people in Mali became so-called the new Islam. I say, like you have this Christianity is new. They created in their way, and just like many times, just like I'm saying, Tupac became Eminem. That's what I'm saying. And Elvis Presley and what is his name? This guy and Tutti Frutti guy, man. Not Ray Charles. Chubby Checker. You see that? Chubby Checker came with rock and roll, and Elvis Presley took the name. And that's why these black Americans, I used to make these videos, nigga. And what these black Americans did is come now and attack Caribbeans and continental Africans like we doing it. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. DJ Kool Herc created your hip hop for you. A stupid one. Eminem is stealing your hip hop, but you're not saying anything. And it's not you even your hip hop. We gave it to you. Not even. Yeah, we gave it to you. So-called Caribbean gave it to you. Like, never take this shit because you have nothing. You are a slave. You are the slave brother of the this nigga is the really slave of the so-called black family, African family. This black American is the most enslaved part of the so-called African family on this planet. Everything these black Americans have to do, they have to go and beg the Caucasian. Man, check how big the United States is, and these black Americans cannot create their own country or part for themselves. Yeah, gotta fuck. Check this, Israeli did it in 1948. Yeah, the Caucasian will destroy it. That's why you have to prepare yourself. And you like it there. If the Caucasian was so bad, you would have left America. You're not leaving. Because there is country, Liberia and Sierra Leone is created and for Africans from America. All these people in Liberia and Sierra Leone are from America from slave days. Yes. If anyone is African from America, is this Liberian and Sierra Leone people. You stupid one. Go and listen to Sierra Leone people speak. They speak Patois just like my race speak over there. You dumb one. Even this Igbo speak like this Patois from my people over there. Because many of them are also over there, man. Let's hear it, man. Exactly, that's why you have a place called Paramar Igbo. Of Paramar is of the Parami, of me. This is mine, is Parami, for me. You see? Paramar Igbo. You see? And this mar is black. Mare blue, because the ocean is blue, and this blue is black. Yeah, you don't know this. This black thing you're seeing is blue in some places. You don't know these things, but I know that. That's why they call these people Azul. The Italian will call Africans Azul. Go ask them. That's why you have the Zulu over there. It's blue-black, like the Sudanese blue-black. Avatar. Go look Avatar movie. The Avatar movies is about black people from Kenya and the Maasai over. Exactly, the Maasai people, these tall Nilotic people. But these Caucasian, they used to consider them to be Caucasian because they have smaller nose than the people from Congo and all these places, man. That's what this Caucasian is doing. So the enemy of my ancestor is coming and telling my people who we are. And many of these people are accepting it. Fuck out of here, man.
8 years. Teaching people don't marry 10 women. Maximum 4. Do ablution, pray 5 times. Make a Ramadan. If you have money, zakat. If you can go to Mecca for pilgrimage. Like the 5 pillars of Muslim religion.
Exactly. You see what they said? The 5 pillars of Muslim religion. Exactly. Who brought them? The black Arabs. I should not say black Arabs. The Arabs of the beginning. Because they became now mixed. That's why you will see a few left in UAE. You will see black real Africans there in the UAE. And even like a mullah, sheikh. There is, because this thing, Bilal from Muslims is also an African. Bilal taught Muhammad what this Muslim Islam was. Bilal, African, told your Muhammad what Islam was. About Allah. this is like that's why I'm saying it's the same thing going on. It's like the Caucasian American oppressing the Native American, killing Iran people right now that they are American. 100 years from now, this Caucasian is gone. They will say Americans attacked Iran 100 years ago. And who will they show you then when it's about bad things? This Asiatic Native American or Tariq Nasheed, so-called black African. No, man, the real Americans are these black people and this Native American. It's not us, this Caucasian. Only when it's a good thing, they will place themselves there. When it's a bad thing, no, it's you, man. That's what they're doing. Donald Trump saying and the criminal in Iran is a threat to Israel and America. But Israel is bombing everybody. Yeah, man. Let's hear it and then, yeah, man.
Okay. Teaching people for that. Okay. That was Sheikh Mortar for 28 years. So white people comes, stop Sheikh Moro kingdoms, and colon start from that time.
You see that? So after 1862, 30 years later, Caucasian came and enslaved those Arabs, black Arabs, and all those things, and changed everything again. So they've been under siege for since then, since 1862. That's why I was saying many African countries are only free for 50 years.
1890 to our independence.
You see that from 1890 to independence. And when?
Right. Yeah. So when we got independence, 22 September in 1960.
You see that? Independence is not in 1960. It's yesterday. You see that? That's what many of these black Americans do. Why did they did not come to save us? They was fighting their own war there on the continent.
Mali got independence and Arsenal lost his war.
Okay.
So this is Chief family. Fulani people, Tal, they stopped Bambara Kingdom at 1862. Okay.
So man, you've seen it. So Trump attacked Iran, and Iran attacked Bahrain and UAE and all those things. And I'm gonna leave it at that. You've seen it. Lotus, man. Yeah, I'm gonna play a small new beats that are homemade beats, man, and then leave it at that. Real talk. Couple of homemade stuff, man. Lotus.